So, the start of a new adventure. People who don't know each other yet. In a world still to be explored. Morning breaks on the first free day of planting, the first of the low summer months. The morning mist still hangs over Saltmarsh as the last of the fishing boats leave the docks to make way for the trade ships. The sea is calm and the weather is mild as the season begins its trek towards the summer peak. You, Scarrick, have indulged in a lie-in as you're taking today off from the heat of the forge to meet an old friend. Scarrick, would you like to introduce your character?
So I'm Scarrick Bladefall. I'm about 4 foot of dwarf. Um, I have grey hair. I'm about 130, so I'm not too old for a dwarf, but I've seen some stuff. I've got an old injury from a spark going into my eye from the forge, so it looks like I'm blind in one eye, but I can actually still see through it. It's just kind of clouded over. Um, I've got massive hands.
The ladies love it.
Yeah.
She said.
If I wasn't so like strong and kind of intimidating looking, I'd be comical with the sort of odd shape of me, a bit like long arms with these massive hands and wrinkly sort of blackened skin from the soot. Uh, yeah,
Nice.
that's Gareth.
Okay. Well, you hear the sound of metal
Have you got a picture?
as your two apprentices work on the back logs of orders from the town's fishers. You enter the forge to collect your weekly takings. So I need you to roll 2d20. What did you get?
I don't have a worksheet loaded off 11.
11 plus 8. So you get 39 gold this week. So your apprentices, you walk into the forge, go to your coffers, open up the chest and find 49 gold as your apprentices are working on the next pieces.
What the hell have you been doing, boys? This is crap.
It's just a bit of a slow week, boss. We've been working our hardest. You've been with us.
Hey, but just I'm fed up of this. Could do with a bit more coin, you know what I mean?
Well, you can trust us to work hard. You know that.
Aye, I do know that. Thank you, Garmin.
It's all right, boss. And
Where's Darwin anyway?
oh, he's just out the back quenching.
Ah, good. Uh, I've got to go meet a friend in town. Do you mind if I, just leave you to it?
No, of course not. You can trust us. We'll be fine.
Good. Thank you. Right, Morgan's blessing us on you.
To you, boss. So with business settled, your mind turns to your friend. He will have got in early morning, and he said he'd meet you in the snapping line, the tavern you both like to frequent. So we'll change to the map so you can get an idea of where stuff is. So your blacksmiths is. Should have really written this down, shouldn't I?
Blacksmith is there.
Yeah, that's it. And you're heading down to the snapping line, which is down here. So you make your way through town. The sounds of the shop fade in behind you, and the sounds of morning traders fill in your ears. Now, it's still relatively early morning, but as always in Saltmarsh, there's a flow of people. the first of the trade ships have started to come into the dock. The usual pattern of the day is the fishermen go out early and the trades come and use the quays, and they have to unload or reload as fast as they can until the fishermen come back on the evening. So there's a few horse and carts.
As I'm walking, can I make a check for anyone sort of looking hurt or in dismay or anything like that? Just as like a general sort of routine.
Yeah. You look around. Um, Everyone looks fine. To be fair, again, there's a lot of hustle and bustle even at this time in the morning. Um, but hang on, I've just realised this city's like a modern city. There's fucking drilling. One sec.
It's a very industrious town.
Always, yeah, always pre-listen to your music tracks.
You right, love?
So yeah, you see the usual people. Some give you a nod. You recognise the locals, and then yeah, there's carts beginning to head down towards the docks, ready to pick up supplies and take them into the kingdom. Yeah, you make your way to the inn. So as you approach, you see the familiar form of the Snapping Lion. Now, this is a tavern that is built from the planks and hulls of half a dozen decommissioned fishing ships. So parts of it still look like the bow where they've just dragged it up from the sea and installed it in place. It's never quite lost that the scent of the sea and the scent of fish. However, it's a tavern that the fishermen use and a lot of people on this side of town, and it's peaceful. You get a good meal, and the beer's good as well. So you head in. The owner is called Hannah, and she has two bar workers, which is Olson and Isaac. And as you open the door, you see that Isaac, just a human male with one hooked hand, is tending behind the bar.
This is the snapping.
Oh, how's it going, Isaac? Good play today.
Good day to you. I believe your friend's here already, Scarrick. He's just in the corner.
Oh, I thought he would be here before me.
He's
Aye.
got you one in already.
Oh, perfect, perfect.
And as you look around into one of the smaller sections, which appears to be in the bow of a small ship, which has just been stuck on the side, you see. Ozzy, would you like to describe yourself?
um, I am a tiefling bard, and I have a vest on and big horns that shoot out from the sprout out of my head from the side, and a blue and purple multicolored mohawk that goes down the middle. I will send you a I'm going to send a picture to the group because it's just easier. I look rough and ready.
Oh.
A bit fucking weird.
Yeah.
Oh.
Saucy.
Scarrig! You
Ozzy, my
son
lad.
of a bitch!
Mind the language. Come on. How's it going?
Good, good. I just go
How's
up
the
and
touring
give
going?
him a big hug. It's been a while.
It has, it has. So, you're still playing?
Of course.
Right, good, good. Have
The
you been
chicks
good?
love it.
Oh, careful now. Hope you've been careful with that.
How's the business going?
Aye, not too bad, not too bad. You know, we're steadily going on, but I could do with a wee bit more to try out some of my own projects, if you know what I mean.
Aye.
How's you know, life on the road? You've been keeping good?
Yeah, I've been traveling around, um, playing music. It's different now. Now I'm not in the band. Um,
Aye. Be
but I get to
ashamed to
keep
see
all of
you
the
go.
commission this time, so that's good. And I get all the groupies to myself this time, which is even better.
Wait,
But
wait.
I th-
I don't really want to be hearing that, but you know,
Scarring,
I'm sure you
slap him
keep
on
them
the
up with your
shoulder.
tails on the
You
night,
old,
eh?
you old dog. I know you love it, really. But yeah,
I
I'm just
know.
gonna lie low in town for a couple months, I think.
Aye, it'd be good.
Recuperate, detox.
Well, you can always come round to the forge and help out. I know Gavin and Davin would be quite welcoming of you.
No, I won't do that. No,
Well, I'm sure we can find some other chores maybe that'll keep you on the straight and narrow way.
no, no chores for me, my friend. Just
Aye.
drinking.
Well,
And
keep it, not too much, not in the morning.
Which
on
reminds me, whiskey.
on the subject of drinks, there is a speciality drink that this tavern serves to Snapping Light. It's called Claw Wine, and it's a home brewed wine made from lobster claws and potatoes. So it's more like
Sounds disgusting.
a hooch with a fishy taste. It has an orange hue, and it comes in a large pitcher and is always served with a lobster claw. It's very alcoholic, but it does have a distinct fishy taste. It's up to you
Can
whether
you
you'd
just
like to
remind me
partake.
again what time it is?
Currently, it's early morning. The fishermen have just gone out, so you're probably talking 7, 8.
Good.
Yeah.
Um,
You were here for breakfast as well, which can be ordered at the bar.
aye, and I'll call it. I'll go over to Isaac then.
Yeah.
I think maybe two hearty breakfasts for the table over there.
And get some claw wine.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a problem. We'll sort that out and bring it across.
Yeah.
Just 2 of you, the meals and the wine. Set you back about 4 silver.
Aye, but no, I won't be having any of the wine, thank you.
But you still have to pay for it, Scarrick.
Yes, aye, I'll pay for it, but not for me. I mean, as
I'll
in,
just bring 1 glass then.
yeah, aye, a glass. That's what I meant.
Make sure you
Right.
get a
No,
picture.
It,
no, we'll keep it as a glass for now. I think it's still early,
right.
Right. How much did you say that was?
If it's just a glass, it'll just be 1
And
silver,
the
3
meals
copper.
and the meals
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, I got it. 1 silver and 3 copper.
Aye, thank you. That's so lovely. I'll put down one and 5 copper.
Ah, thank you, Scarrick.
Okay.
Hannah will appreciate that. And he slides it into the till and heads into the back, begins to make your food. At this point, there isn't that many other people. There's a couple of other patrons in the inn, sat in varying places around. But the pattern of this place is it's really busy really early in the morning when the fishermen come to eat. Then they go out to work, and then it's busy on the night when they get back home. So there is a lull throughout the day.
Quick question: if I don't have copper coins, does that mean I can't remove it?
You can just take 1 silver off and add 10 copper, and then take it from that.
Do what? Sorry, take one and add 10 copper. Yeah.
Yeah. And then just take off the 3 that you thingy, so just add
Cheers.
7. Maths.
Maths.
Okay. So, your food does get delivered, and you spend a good portion while eating over breakfast, which comes of crusty loaves, some fresh kippers already got from the night teams. There is also some like potato stew. Um, from this area that not only did they get the fish from the sea, there was also the farms around which not only supply the town but also supply the kingdom. So it's a good hearty breakfast. The claw wine is precariously poured into a glass when it's normally served in pitchers. But yeah, he serves it and it's all up. And
Is this it?
Aye, they're running low at the moment, so that's all they can do. I'm afraid.
Insight check.
go ahead.
What do I roll against that? Inside? No, not
Deception.
inside. It's just him.
Deception.
Deception, yeah, if you're lying, which you are.
I
So.
rolled an 11.
Like, yeah, they're running low.
Was that 12?
Right.
All right. I believe you.
As you sip the drink, you remember the taste. It is more fishy than you do remember. It's hard to tell,
Oh man, I have
but it's
not really missed this.
it's got that burn on the back.
I don't
So-
know why you do it to yourself, laddie.
It does the job. Oh.
It's so early though. Come on.
Hey man, it's never too early. Never too early for a good drink.
So
Right.
after about an hour of eating and talking and just regrouping after your time away,
I mean, my accent is going to fluctuate all over the place because I'm not very good at this.
That's mine. Sorry about
I did wonder how long you was both gonna keep it.
that. Yeah, it's
Don't worry.
gonna be all over
I'm
the
supposed
shop.
to be like Texan American, and I'm like all over the fucking place here. Your
Billy
Scottish
Connell
accent is
down
like really good, and it's making me want to speak Scottish.
It's not really good.
It's like proper rubbing off on me.
So after reminiscing for around an hour and finally finishing the last bit of your breakfast, mopping up the fish with the bread, um, your peaceful breakfast is disturbed by a young boy crashing through the bar door. He looks out of breath and begins to shout, "A body! Washed up in Crabber's Cove! We think a ship is wrecked! Come help!" As soon as he finishes, he bolts, leaving the door open, and you just see through the door him heading down the street, looking like he's going to the next place.
Come on, Ozzy. Looks like someone needs our help. Let's
Oh,
go.
fuck it up.
Come on, you know the drill.
All right, all right.
So, you get up and leave the bar, and Crabber's Cove is to the north of Saltmarsh. It's this very
Which is which way on this map?
No, fucking
Right? Isn't it?
actually, yeah.
North is
Sorry,
to
it's
the left.
east of it's east of
Ah.
Saltmarsh.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
up at this pinnacle on the far east where the land then cuts into the cliff. This is one of the few like sandy areas where stuff will wash up just from the tides. As you make your way down,
Make away.
yeah, you see a couple of other people from the inn have come as well, and they follow behind you. One of them is Hannah, the landlady.
She's coming with
Um,
us. you
Yeah,
say?
yeah, they're following. This is a rare occurrence for something to wash up, but you know from your time in Saltmarsh there is a community spirit. If something happens, most of the people on the fisherman side of stuff will muck in and help. So, as you arrive, you see a few common folk, some of the crabbers who live around this area. There's houses on stilts along the beach. They're around a body laying face down on the beach, with the waves lapping around its ankles. The body looks beaten, like it's been afloat for some time. The sleeve is torn, and it reveals they've lost their left arm. Now, Alex, am I pronouncing this right? Is it Picard or Picard?
It is Pike Card.
Pike card. Okay.
Pike Card is a very distinct.
A
Pike
distinct
card.
So, Pike card. You come to consciousness with a mouthful of sand and seawater. Your body aches, and you try and push yourself up, and you realize as you drop, your left arm is missing. Just as you turn your head to inspect, an odd thing happens. You see faint at first the outline of an arm, and then slowly more and more of it comes to form. And it forms into an apparition of your previous arm.
Do we all see this?
Yeah. After a short time, your arm is back. However, it's not flesh, it's spectral, with a semi-translucent blue appearance. As this happens, you turn back around and see some of the locals turn and run. And you two who have come down to the beach, Scarrick and Ozzy, as you watch the people run past, you see a small group of guards approaching, headed by the leader, Eleander Fireborn, who you recognize as leader of the guard.
Scary.
Alex,
Oh, go on.
please describe your opening and your character.
Bear with me one moment. I do have an image somewhere.
What was the name of the guard? The person.
The guard's name is Eleander Fireborn.
Elliot, and she's the town.
He He
He
is the town guard, yeah, captain of the guard sort of thing. Um, he's really well built, ex-military, sort of balding along the top, but thick hair on the sides. You'll see a picture of him later.
Uh,
and he's there next to
So as
Pike Card.
Alex is, yeah, as Picard is gonna describe his thing, they will approach him with weapons drawn.
so
Ooh.
I am Pike Card. Imagine in that image that my hand is more ghostly. I was going to Photoshop it, but I didn't have time.
So,
I may seem like a fairly well-to-do gentleman. A little bit older than some of you, but I mean maybe not as old as the dwarf. I'm a human, so I'm old for a human. Let's say 56.
Sounds like you just made that up.
Yeah. And I'm just very confused and full of sand. I've got.
and as you look confused, Eliander draws his sword towards you and steps forward. And as he does, Hannah pushes past you two and puts her arm on his shoulder.
Oh,
Eliander, this man needs help. Can you not see?
Hold on. Let me see. And I'll walk over and um cast divine lay on hands call.
Before you get there, Eliander puts his sword down. The guards stop you from moving forward. Scarrick, leave it. We don't know
The
what this
man
is yet.
needs help.
oh,
Look at him.
Hannah agreeing. He's washed up. You can see he's injured. He needs help. Let him past. Eliander looks.
Did
Fine.
it?
Just you.
Thank you.
Am I the only one who saw his arm fucking grow back?
Hold on, Ozzy. Hold on. Let's help the man first.
The
And
guards
I'll
form a small circle around you and Hannah now in the centre near Picard. Picard.
Pike Card.
I get
I
used.
mean no harm, lad. I'm just going to try and help you. I'm just gonna cast something now.
Oh,
I'm like stood back, just like quite skeptical.
thank you, sir. Thank you.
Can I cast lay on hands pull, which can restore 5 HP?
Yeah,
Oh,
you have 5 HP restored. I would say that your HP is
oh,
probably like about half at the moment from
okay.
where you are, so you're
For
probably
being
back up to full
in,
now. It does heal you.
in the sea. Thank you.
So you
Sorry,
see,
I know it's not much, but
Oh,
it's the best I can do.
no, sir. That is fantastic. Thank you. Thank you.
the arm doesn't heal. The arm
Oh,
stays spectral.
still a bit
Although
wrong.
you see some of the cuts and bruises across his skin begin to
Oh.
close up.
Can I also
Um,
cast divine sense?
yes.
Lots of casting
And
going on
Remind
here.
me.
detect good and evil.
Oh, he's scanning me up and down with airport security.
What
Let me
does he
board the
get from
flight.
a read of divine sense, Alex?
You can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 foot.
You're none of them.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
No. You
Yeah.
don't get a ping off him, which is odd because when you haven't, you're not really an adventurer, but you have fought in wars and stuff. You've seen deceased people, and this guy looks like he should be deceased, but he's not. And Eleander, watching you work, uh, takes a step back for a minute and turns and tells the rest of the crowd to disperse. Ozzy, I need you to make a perception check for me, please.
Okay.
While he's doing so, I
Great.
I get to my feet,
Yeah, you dust yourself off.
That's a 9.
compose myself.
Okay. Your attention is focused on the action in front of you, and you ignore people walking away and going past.
My passive perception's 12, if that helps. No, okay.
Yeah, go on then. So your main focus is in front of you, but at the corner right, you see something that just seems weird. You see an old man dressed in little more than rags and animal furs wrapped around him. He has a number of pouches and satchels attached all over him. And as soon as this change happened with Pike Card, you see the colour drain from his weather-worn face. He is visibly scared. He begins to turn and run, but knocks into one of the guards who's a little further back, who steadies him and just begins to talk to him just out of earshot.
Can I just?
Yeah, go on.
Well, seeing that he's seeing this, can I just sort of step to his direction just to like cut him off from running away, just to speak to
Yeah,
him?
the guard's got him now, so he ran into the guard, basically stumbled straight into him. The guard's like grabbed him and
I'm just gonna go up to him and sort of say like, "You saw it too, right? His fucking arm.
yes, yes.
That's not normal, right?
No, no, it's not.
See, me and we know what's really going on here. This is fucked up, right?"
And then he looks at you for a second and sees your form and your horns. He just screams out loud, and the guard sort of almost semi like shoulder, semi headlocks him, but like gets him and like, come on, come with me, and begins to lead him up towards the town.
Racism.
Um,
Yeah, that part just be like, "Oh, I've not seen that reaction before. Fucking prick."
So, while this is happening, Hannah has come round to you, Picard, and she has introduced herself. I'm Hannah from the inn. We should take you back. You look like you need food and rest. Come.
I'm just a tad confused here. I'm not sure where I am. Where am I?
This is Saltmarsh.
Saltmarsh. This won't do.
Yes. But please,
He'll help
sir.
you. Come on, laddie. Come with us.
What is your name?
My name. Hang on. It's coming to me. Pike Card. Yes, Pike Card. But you may call me Mr. Pike Card.
Mr. Picard it is. Come. And
yes, my dear, let us go.
Begins to lead you past, pushing past Eleander, and she looks at him and says, he will talk when he's rested. Eleander looks abroad towards another guard and just gives him sort of a nudge, and the guard begins to follow you back to the inn.
Can I just like sort of make an insight check on Hannah, and in the sense of like, does she know this person, this Pike Card, or is she just genuinely being friendly and like trying to help a random person? Because she seems like overly invested.
She is a nice lady.
Oh, that's not good. That's a 5.
5. It may be a 5, but you know from the time you have spent here, she is a very motherly figure. She often tends to the fishermen who've lost comrades out at sea and stuff like that, and she is a protective person. She'll always like presume good in people. This thing is weird, but in her eyes, he's just washed up. Like most of him's human. She's gonna get him settled and sorted, and then we can square things up. So she takes you back to the tavern, and I presume you all follow.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like helping him. Like if he seems to need help walking, then I'll help.
Yep. Do you need help walking, Pike Card?
I don't need help, but I will gladly take help.
Yeah,
Well,
because I'm 4
man.
foot. I imagine I'm like you're pretty much like
I've
on
got my
shoulders.
got my hand on his head. Just
So you make your way back to the tavern where Hannah sits you down in one of the small booths around the side, and when you're sat with Scarrick and I presume Ozzy if you sit with him, she leaves and she says, I'll get you some food and warm water to get clean, and we'll get you cleaned up.
And maybe a whiskey to warm him up a bit.
There's my Scarrick.
Thank you, miss.
It's because he's been in a sea, lad. It's not. It's the fucking morning. I mean, excuse my language, but
Scary.
You need to, you need to calm down a bit with the drinking.
Oh,
And-
so I need to cut my arm off, have it grow back, then I'm allowed to drink? Is that how it works?
Yeah, I think that would, just about do it. Come on, have a bit of, God, I can't think of the word. Have a bit of compassion.
You have a bit of compassion. A man needs a drink.
You've had two already.
It'll be 3 in a minute. And I go back up to the bar.
as you go back, she comes back and she has there's probably a quarter bottle of whiskey left, and she brings that across with a glass, and then heads back to get food. As she heads back, you see someone you didn't notice in the tavern when you first came in for breakfast. He was sat in one of the corners in the shadows. But as this new figure enters, he approaches the table, Pat. Would you like to describe your character?
So, my character's called Styles. He's 6 foot, mid-30s. Wears a long black cloak, long blackish hair, and a stylish beard. Naturally,
Nice.
yeah.
And the thing that intrigues you about the group that's come in, you've obviously been here for your reasons, but you can tell this guy's been in the sea for some time, and you can tell there could have been some sort of wreckage. Do you introduce yourself to the party?
I don't know. Sorry.
Alright.
So what's going on then? Where's this chap from?
You just found him down at the beach there. Aye, I was just join us if you want, pal.
Oh, fucking hell. We're all welcome here, aren't we? Jesus.
We need to figure out what's going on here.
Do we?
Oh, thank you.
Aye, a man's just washed up.
I must say, I am terribly confused. Who are you?
Mr.
Who are
Picard.
you?
I'm gonna. You
Who are
see,
you?
I'm gonna.
And who are
I
you?
pull out, subtly pull out a
What are you pulling out?
a short him a dick. I subtly pull out a short piece of copper wire, like just sort of under the table, and bring it up to my mouth. And you, Pipe Card, in your head here.
And I go, Jesus Christ!
Who's that?
It's your arm.
Make a perception check, Pike Card.
My
Make a
arm.
sleight of hand check, Ozzy.
Perception. Oh, my perception is
Ooh, that's
high. 19.
I got a 19 on my dice plus 3, 21.
Oh,
22.
that is-
Shit.
That is very
So-
deceptive.
You see him bend over the table, but you just presume he's bent down to pick something up. You don't think it, and then this voice fills your brain.
Can I like flinch as if I thought it was going for a weapon?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah.
So what you doing? What you doing?
Hold on now, guys. Hold on. Right.
My arm.
I do believe Mr. Picard is right. We all know his name, and you don't know ours. So, I am Scarrick Bladehall. I'm the wee blacksmith down the road.
I will not remember that, good sir, but thank you for telling me. Are you alright? You're awfully small.
Anyway, well, I'm glad I'm moral to you, but I'm on the path of devotion, and so I like to
I
help
like-
people whenever I can.
I slap my hand on Scar's shoulder and like, this man here, he might be small, but he's full of valor and vigor. Strongest man I know.
Thank you very much, Ozzy. Thank you.
Well, I am pleased to meet you.
Yes, nice to meet
This
you
is
too.
Ozzy, by the way.
Ozzy, am I
Ozzy
saying that correctly?
Hellborn. It's a pleasure. And
Ozzy
this new
Hellborn.
Ozzy Hellborn, that's right. And this new face here, what was
I
your name,
believe
sorry?
it's his name.
My name's Styles.
Styles. I like
Hello.
it.
Hi,
Slick.
Styles, nice to meet you.
Just Styles, like Madonna.
I like it.
Who
Well, I am
just
Pike. I am Pike Card. You may all call me Mr. Pike Card.
Hi, nice to meet you, Mr. Picard.
no,
So,
no
Oh, it's
first name,
Mr.
Mr. Pike Card.
Picard, is it?
It's like share. It's all one thing.
who is this shared Madonna and Jesus Christ?
Are me and you the only one with surnames? What's going on, Scarrick?
I
As you
don't remember much.
as you continue to talk,
Cool.
and the food
Sorry,
is about to be brought back. Go
could
on.
I just interject there? Can I just roll an insight check? Because this man keeps saying that he doesn't remember anything. Like, is he bullshitting, or
Yeah,
is there
roll
a
it.
bit more to this? I don't know.
Why was I on the
This is like the
beach?
third insight check.
That's
Doesn't trust anyone, man.
that's a nothing. I got a 1, so yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Can
I don't
any of
think,
you tell me why I was on this beach?
as you discuss, and things go round and round in circles. There's confusion in the air. But the guard who followed you up, he was stationed outside the door. He enters. The the council wish to see you all, and he points to your table and the 4 people. Come.
What?
Of course, of course. Come on, lads. Let's get this sorted.
Oh,
Where are we
Scarrick,
going?
you're such a goody two shoes.
We
I'm,
have to do things by the law.
I'm
Come
still
on.
drinking
You
my
know,
claw wine, damn it.
Can
You
I
can
challenge
bring
the
it.
guard? I
Keep
I hardly
challenging,
know
yeah.
these guys. I've just bumped into them. It's nothing to do with me.
They just said everyone here. Come on. You know the rules.
Yeah, bollocks.
it's all right, Styles. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. It's the government here. They're just trying to sort it out. You know.
I'll,
Come on.
I
They're
just,
waiting.
as we sort of get up, I just pull Scarrick to sort of like, Scarrick, I want to lay low in town. I don't want to get caught up in this crazy old man's problems.
Yeah, I understand that, but you know, we've got to do things properly here. I try to teach you the right things here. You know, and
Yeah, I
you're
know.
fighting against me every time I try.
It's fun though.
I know we have a laugh,
I
but
get up.
try to be on the
Yeah.
good path. You know.
All
Come
right.
on then, chaps. We have been summoned. And I
And
give you a
Picard leads you
a
out
little pat on the
with a
shoulder.
guard following behind. When you get out, you see there is another guard in front, but they're not. They're at ease. They're not swords drawn or anything. You're not being dragged across it in chains.
Something else I wanted to add to my
Mhm.
description, I completely forgot. Um, my skin is like a deep purple color
Mm,
as well.
nice.
That was it.
Nice. It catches the morning sun. Um, just let me check. I'm telling you the right place for this place. I think it's.
As we're walking, I'll pass my little hip flask over to um Ozzy for a little swig.
Yeah.
And
Is it
just like
alcohol? Is it
so
alcoholic?
yeah, it's got a little bit of like dwarven fire brandy.
Nice. It's a
Nice.
short walk. The council hall of Saltmarsh is next to this inn. It's this bluish grey building here. Um, you know the people who've been here before, and you you wouldn't remember Picard, but Styles, you would know from other towns you visited in the area that most have a unified council of something of this size, and they'll have a main building where decisions are made, um, politics is sorted, and crimes are sort of tried and stuff like that. Um, he leads you the short way to the council hall, and in through the main door. You draw your eyes for a second to the gallows outside, and maybe a chill runs down some of your spines. However, it looks like it hasn't been used in a while, and Scarrick, you know it's very rare to have a hanging in Saltmarsh. It's more of a statement piece and a thing that's needed as to have a law. So you enter past a small reception desk and into um, the main hall at the back, and it's in here that you see the council. So um, they have portraits at the top, but I will give you a brief description of who they are. So, the lady in the center, um, an older lady with grey, short hair. Her face bears the marks of a life lived outdoors. Scarrick, you know her to be Ida Owland. She's a senior member of the council, um, and she owns three of the larger fishing boats in the town, so she has big sway with the fishermen and that sort of side of the town. Um, Next to her, the man in the fancy, dapper gentleman gear with a neatly trimmed beard and a vibrant coloured coat. That is Gellon Primewater. Um, he is wealthy. He's one of the wealthiest men in the town, and he made his wealth from exporting textiles, lumber, and stuff like that to the main kingdom. Um, he often enjoys treating the locals to festivals and sometimes he'll get exotic fruits on large platters and walk around the town handing them out. So he's seen by the towns as almost like a folk hero. Here's this man who's made his fortune in Saltmarsh and he then gives it back to the people, almost like a Robin Hood sort of figure. Again, a lot of support from the fishermen. You see again Eleander Fireborn on the left, the captain of the guard. He is his face is always has this concerned, concentrating persona. He looks hard. Um, One of his legs is amputated just below the knee, and a wooden peg, finely carved, is in its place. Um, you know of him well as being obviously the leader of the guard, but also he has an abundance of knowledge of languages. From the top of your head, you know he can speak Common, Dwarvish, Gnomish, Elvish, Halfling, um, and he's often used in stuff like communicating with people at the mine who have come and who can't speak Common as well. And he's almost like a translator of the town as well. Um, on the far right of the table is Manistrad Copperlocks. She is a female dwarf, and she is leader of the dwarves' mining operation um, outside the town, which was obviously, Scarrick has been sent down by the kingdom um, to try and get some ore and precious materials out of this area.
You say she runs the mine, sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Um, you can tell by her build and her persona she was once a fearsome warrior, and her temper is short. She said very few words, and she always strives to get back to business. The final person at the table is younger than the rest, obviously younger. He's possibly in his early 20s, if that. That is Anders Solmore. He has recently inherited his family's fleet of fishing boats since his mother passed away, which to the town was a big loss. This family, again, with the fishing side, which is one of the main industries of Saltmarsh, was a big part of the community. And for Anders to lose his mother, there was a lot of people who mourned for a few days. He shows his age in conversations. He's brash, young, quick to make decisions, but he is optimistic and he does seem to seek profit and like prosperity for the town. So, as you as you enter the room and see the council, there's one other person who you recognise from being down at the coast, Ozzy. Um, this is the old man wearing the rags and pouches. He looks like, now you see him in this light, he seems like a trapper. He has a few squirrels wrapped around his belt. Um, and as you enter, Ida addresses you. Uh, Good day to you all. Thank you for attending. Um, please take a seat. And she ushers to the benches.
Didn't really have a choice, it seems, but fine.
Thank you, my good lady.
Warden's blessings on you.
Thank you, Scarrick. You can tell she looks. There is an air of concern over her. Looking at the table on a whole, you sort of get the idea that she has this air of concern. Eliander has this air of like sternness, and some of the others not as interested. She lets you sit, and then she begins to explain. Um, let me explain why I've called you here today. We've been having reports for some time now of strange going-ons at the house on the hill to the east. We know it used to be home to an alchemist, but he kept to himself until he passed, which was a few years ago now. The people of this town will not go anywhere near it. Calder here, and she points to the gentleman in the rags. Tell him your story. And the old man sort of stands up, adjusts some of his clothes. And you can tell there's a little bit of pride in his voice when he speaks. Well, I was having a wander around the house a few years ago now, and I was hoping to acquire some food and shelter from the cold, and I saw this as an opportunity. Well, I made my way to the back of the property, and I entered, you could say, through the back passage.
Oh yeah.
Tends to be a fine thing.
And he sort of sniggers. You can tell this story's been repeated lots, and he's managed to fill in jokes where he can. Well, I'll tell you now, it was probably the worst mistake I've ever made in my life. That house is haunted, and I've witnessed it. I heard screams, blood-curdling screams, coming from below and above. Well, I I took a swig of my strongest liquor, and I ventured further until I saw a ghostly apparition coming down the stairs.
Whoa.
And at that point,
Okay.
well, at that point, I left. As a good man would.
Pussy.
You wouldn't
Oh,
face
see.
evil.
Sorry.
And he just sort of, please, let him finish. And, yes, and I've told my story a few times. However, these goings on of today, and he sort of looks towards you, Picard. Yeah,
What?
I don't know what's happening. And Ida sort of ushers and lets him sit.
Can I just like I'm stood next or sat next to Picard, aren't I?
Mm.
Can I just I'm just like I'm trying to like waft my hand through his arm. Does it like go through or
Yeah,
just
does it
hit
go
it?
through? What are the arm
Um,
rules?
The arm rules is up to you. It has two states you can choose. You probably
Oh,
don't quite know yet, so
yeah. I'll say it's going through at the moment.
I'm
yeah.
just sat there just like scary.
Ozzy, stop it, lad.
You,
Come on.
you see this shit?
Leave him be. You're like a dog with a bone.
I turn and realize what's happening, and I say, "Excuse me, sir.
I'm just like
I don't put my hands in you, and you don't put your hands in me. Are we understood?"
hey, you're welcome to if you want. I swing both ways, my friend.
I contemplate that for a moment.
Ida bangs a small hammer on the table. Please. We've called you here for a reason. You, entering our town, Mr. And she sort of looks down at a piece of paper. Picard. I
Correct.
don't know where you're from. However, perhaps you could help us in at least ruling out one possibility.
My dear, I would absolutely love to help you, but I feel like I must see a physician. There is
Yes.
something gravely wrong.
I
medically.
I second that.
He sort of looks around the table, and the young Anders goes, "There isn't a physician in the land that could solve that."
I look down disappointed, like, oh, I see.
And Gellin sort of pipes up, "Yes, if looks to me you're lucky to be alive. If you are alive."
Uh,
And
to the greatest of my knowledge, I am.
I just like lean in and just like start sniffing him.
But to be fair, my
Does he-
knowledge is sparse these days.
Does he smell like? Does he smell dead?
No, he doesn't. He smells of salt and sand.
All right.
Smashed crabs. Just reeks of smashed crabs.
Nice.
So she sort of waits for the room to come to order again. Listen, you are mostly a party of independents here. I see you've come into town today, and she points towards you, Styles.
Yes.
Well, perhaps independence is what we need for this job, because I know no one in the city will go. And you, Scarrick, you could be the representative of our town. I know, Ozzy, you do frequent, however, you're not officially a resident. Listen, there is payment. We are willing to pay 50 gold per person.
Well, that's all you had to say, my friend.
And,
We're in.
Good, good. We will give you
I was looking
25.
to boost my coffers, if you know what I mean.
Well, we're happy to pay 25 up front per person, and then the rest if you get us information. But listen, we need everything.
Wait a minute. I'm a trader. If I go off, I'm gonna lose more than 50 gold pieces.
Hmm.
I want more.
Hey, we have a haggler on the boys.
I,
Yeah.
I like
She
this
looks
guy.
around the council and she turns her head to Gellin, and he sort of looks at her and gives a nod. For this job, 75 per person then. And listen, if you succeed and clear the house of any evil, then you will be in our good books, and there is always opportunity for work in the future, if that is what you seek, friend.
Hey,
Yeah.
we'll do what we can.
And an
I look
open bar in the
I look
Snapping
over
Lion to
Styles.
celebrate afterwards.
I look over to Styles and I say, "My good man, you can have my share. I feel I will not need it. I don't think I could even hold a coin."
Well, hang on
Placed
just a minute. I mean,
in a
you could
bar.
share that out equally among all of
No,
us here.
I'm afraid I have made my decision. This
Right,
chap
right,
runs a business,
right.
and we must support our local businesses.
You just hear in your head again.
Well,
Fucking
you've got a
prick.
deal.
And she sort of looks at you almost like, what the fuck are these guys? And am I doing the right thing here? And she says, very well. And she produces a bag of money from behind, and you see her go into another one. Actually, she's only giving you it up front, which is 25. So she gives you the 25 each, which is you
Nice.
can add to your gold. She pushes that across the table in 4 bags. I believe time is of the essence. The house is located east. It's only about an hour's journey on foot, so please report back what you find. Oh, and Calder will come with you. He's been before. Won't you, Calder? And he sort of, his face just drops for a second. He's like, and she looks at him, and Eleander says, otherwise you'll be paying for them hares you took off the land the other month. And he's like, yes, I will be
Ooh,
going with them.
she got you there, my friend.
I go to approach him to give him a pat on the shoulder for confidence, but I forget it's my ghost hand, and I
His
go,
face,
my good man. I'm so sorry. This, oh,
and as he stands there, his face just, he almost like locks up his muscles. He's just like pure petrified.
I hope
Blood
that wasn't
draining.
too weird for you. I'm still getting used to this.
And yeah, they sort of wait for you to leave.
As we
Right,
get
I'll
up,
start walking out.
as we get up to leave, I go up to Gellin and I say, Gellin, uh, let me know when the next festival's coming up. All right, you've got your headline act right here, baby.
Well, perhaps if this goes well, we could organise something. I'm always up for a party, you know me.
Yeah, I do know you. Hell yeah.
And I do have to say, Ozzy, your music is one of the finer things that I enjoy.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Although I'm not with the band anymore, I've kind of gone solo.
Oh, what a shame.
He's
Well,
just as good, though. He's just as good.
yes,
Oh,
I'm sure you are.
some might say even better. I'm actually working on a song right now. Smells like cursed spirits. It's gonna be a hit, I'm telling you.
And at this point, Manistrad, the dwarf, she angrily pushes her
Oh.
chair back from the table. Is this over then? Someone's got work to do. And she storms out before you guys out of the council hall.
Jesus.
I look to the party and I sort of say I do have fears, my good friends, my good new friends, that I cannot aid us. I'm not even armed. And then I sort of like pat my sides and then I pull out. I'm gonna send a picture.
Is it of your knob?
I wish. Right, pictures in the group. And I pull out this large sickle.
Yeah.
It is his
That was
knob.
like hanging.
It does look like it's your knob.
And I go, oh, well, I guess I am armed.
Where the hell did you pull that out from?
I've got deep pockets, my friend. Deep, deep pockets.
It's a
Like a
nice piece
wizard
of steel you
sleeve.
got there, pal.
Oh, well, thank you. It strikes me as some sort of farmer's tool. I don't really feel like I
Right.
was a farmer, but
Good steel either way, though.
hopefully it will come to use.
Well, Picard, I think it's a good time you check all your pockets to see what you can find.
This
Oh,
man makes a good point. What else you got rummaging around in there?
We
Yeah,
don't
but-
want any more surprises of large weapons hiding.
excellent suggestion. I have I've got some incense. That's a
You
delightful.
do. When you
Can I
washed up, there was a
suggest
pack
we're
with you,
walking?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I've got a little pack with me.
Can I suggest we're walking as we? Come on, lads. Let's walk and
Yeah.
talk.
So you leave the council before you start drawing weapons and going through all the things in your pockets. So, oh, have I put you onto this one? There we go. So,
I have a mirror. Oh, and I look at myself in the mirror. And
Yeah, I was about to say, like, do you have a reflection?
I do. Handsome fellow. Shame about the arm.
I'm sure we can
Mm.
sort it, pal.
Uh, well, as long as you're confident.
The gods have done smaller things, I tell you.
DM, I have a question for you.
Yep.
Do I have a reflection?
Ooh.
yeah, you're not a vampire.
No, but I think some tieflings don't.
Uh,
We'll go with I do.
I
I
think you-
always
I
check
think
myself
you
in the mirror. Of course I do.
you're,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
thinking. Yeah.
Your,
I was
your
gonna
voice, your voice
Yep.
reminds me of the spirit of jazz. From like,
say-
my head's on fire.
Gonna get right up inside you. Spirit of jazz.
Oh,
No,
So,
I,
tell me, Mr. Picard, are you a fighter yourself? What do you do?
A
hang on,
fight.
just before you begin to talk, are you picking up supplies before you go? I presume you'd
We
grab your
probably
adventuring
should.
packs.
Yeah, I'll swing by my blacksmith shop and put on all my
I
armor and everything.
bring a nice warm blanket.
Styles, you have all your stuff with you.
If anywhere we can
Yeah.
get a nice warm blanket, I would appreciate that.
Yeah, to be fair, you can probably just pick one up from Scarrick's blacksmith, the dwarven anvil. He'd
Oh.
have blankets and stuff. So
mean,
Yeah,
I've got all my,
come with me. I'll give you a little pack.
I have all my stuff on me, and you would notice strapped to my back, I have a guitar,
Oh.
and then on one of my side, I've got like some bongos. They're not really bongos. They're more like little drums,
hand drums.
hand drums, and then I've got a rapier as well.
Oh.
Very nice. So you grab your supplies. The travel is about 4 miles, so it will take just over an hour on foot. You know of the area, Scarrick, so you've also got Calder with you, so he can lead you the way across the cliffs. Travel to there is uneventful. You can see the sea to your right as you weave in and out of the cliff path and head a bit more inland. Yeah, feel free to talk amongst yourselves. as you travel to the
So
house.
cold.
So as I was saying, Mr. Picard, what do you do?
So far I've become an expert in waking up on beaches. With
You
no,
don't remember anything about your past?
not a thing, just my name.
Hey, that's terrible, laddie. I'm sorry to hear that.
That's fine. I just,
That's
it's a,
that's probably why I didn't recognize me. Most people do, to be fair. So I'll forgive you
oh,
for that one.
I'm sure, my fine fellow, you do have a striking appearance that would definitely
Well,
stick in my mind.
it's nothing to do with the appearance. It's because I was
You've
in
got
a popular rock band.
You have a very distinct skin color and horns, my good man.
Have you heard of a band, Crossbows and Roses?
I'm afraid I've heard of no bands.
Have you heard of it, Styles?
I've heard rumours of a band that's absolutely terrible and makes your ears bleed with a similar name. Yes, I do think I have heard that.
This guy's a joker right here. He was funny. I like him. I like him.
No, I've travelled all up and down this south coast, and I've never heard of you before. Are you popular somewhere else?
You
Like
must
on the
have
continent?
you must have heard some of the classics. Another one bites the paladin. We will
Actually,
polymorph you.
that was after me.
It don't sound familiar, I have to be honest.
What about welcome to the dungeon?
I have very few memories of music, but even I can tell that they sound terrible.
Well, they most certainly do not. And if we have a bit of spare time, maybe I'll give you a free performance.
Oh, what happened then if this band was so good? How come you're just now on your lonesome in this little town?
Well, creative differences, some might say. Want to know how I got these horns?
I presume you were born with
Ozzy, you're beating yourself up. You do much better on your own. Trust me. You're
Well,
a star in your own right.
I say creative differences, but I killed him.
It's not true now.
It's not true. It's not true. But it sounds good, though, doesn't it? Makes me badass.
I don't know why you're pushing this badass. There's nothing wrong with being a good boy.
Well, maybe I want to be a bad boy.
No, you don't. Yeah, I know you, Ozzy. You're a good man inside.
He looks
Sounds a
out
little
for me this
insecure
one.
to me.
He looks out for me this one. He is a good egg. You're a good egg.
As you
What say
travel,
we have a wee jam as we go?
Sorry?
What say we have a wee jam as we go? And I whip out my bagpipes.
As we're walking around, I just casually start singing. Every spell you take, every move
I need you both to make performance
make.
checks.
Oh, it's good. It's good.
21. Yeah, 21.
Okay, so you two Styles, who you don't recall this band, and anything you have heard has just been rumors. You're not a massive fan of music, I would assume. You don't have much time for it. It doesn't have much function. And Picard, you don't remember, so you don't know if you like it or not. However, the tune these two managed to put together with a guitar and a bagpipe is actually quite pleasing to the ear, and with the rhythm of the sea washing against the cliffs underneath, it begins to have just a really nice melody. And
I look like a grandma at a school play. Like I don't know what's going on, but I'm like, this is nice.
and every couple of claps, Picard, your hand goes through because you.
Oh god.
And it's at this point you
Oh.
realise that you do have some control over this.
Come on, Picard, keep the rhythm. Keep the rhythm.
You can keep its form if you concentrate on it, or you can make it loose.
I say, fellows, I've got some form. I've got some physic. Oh, push on me.
That's
Push
pretty.
on me. And I
start
extend
pushing.
my hand. And then I cough and I just fall through a little bit. Oh. Hmm. Haven't quite
See,
got it
that's
yet,
great.
but
Keep
this is
God
progress.
moves in mysterious ways, lad. I
Yes.
told you.
Yes.
that is quite badass, to be fair.
Maybe one day I will learn to play the bongos like you do, Oz.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'll give you a lesson sometime.
So as
And
you push eastwards, Calder is heading the formation on this path that changes from being wider to narrow. He sort of darts forward a little bit and then comes back to check you're there, then darts forward a little bit. After just over an hour, the ground begins to rise, and heading up to one of the highest areas on this cliffscape, you begin to see the outline of a house. And it looks a little something like this. So you should either be able to.
It's
Hang
in
on.
the channel. House
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
hill.
So Pat, if you go to your little newspaper on the right, click on
Oh,
that, and then you should be able to see House on the Hill. So if you double click that, that'll show you what you can see.
yeah.
Big.
So the decrepit house sits on the highest ground in the area. Around it, a stone wall has crumbled in many places, exposing the interior grounds. An ornate metal gate lies open at the end of the road, swaying slightly in the wind. Wild flora grows throughout the inner yard, but all the years cannot hide the evidence of well-tended garden that once sat here. Near the house, a rotted wooden roof of a water well rises up out of the tall grass. And yeah, as you get close, Calder begins to get visibly scared. He starts to slow, so he's now just at the front of your pack, and slowly, as you move forward up the path, he drops back and back until he's at the rear.
Calder, just go through it again. What exactly did you see in there?
Um, he's, I just, I, I went through the back and it's noises, just noises, and
You sure it just wasn't the wind creaking?
I, I don't think so. I, will you protect me? And he runs up and like grabs you by the arm. Will you protect me?
Me?
Yeah.
All right. Jeez.
And you get to the wall. You can tell at parts it's a 6 foot brick wall that's gone round. However, it's crumbled in so many areas where bushes has just grown through. It's easy enough just to either step over or go through the gate.
As we sort of get there, I turn around and look to Calder, and I say, "Oh my God, Calder, look behind you!" And I use minor illusion to cast an image of like a ghost like "Woo," behind him.
He's visibly scared, and as he sees it, darts forward and runs in front and behind the wall out of sight.
Oh, Calder, it's just a joke, man. It's just a joke. I'm sorry. God, this
He
guy's
runs.
Lad,
joking.
leave the boy alone.
You hear a sharp scream, and then nothing.
What, coming from the house?
Calder?
So he's run. So you're on the road up to the house. You've got like I'd say about 20 feet in front of you. You've got a broken wall and the gate that then leads to this large house behind. He ran because you cast the image behind him. He ran forward towards the house,
Right.
darted around the wall, and then you heard a scream, and now there's silence.
Calder. All right, you got me
Calder.
good. You got me good. That's very funny.
I don't understand what's going on. I go, what locks we have.
Did he run this way?
So this you're not on this bit yet. This is sort of the wall would be down here, with a small path leading up to it. So he's just run past a wall in front of you, which
Calder.
the wall surrounds the entire house.
It was
So
a
it's
joke,
broken.
man. It was a joke.
Oh, stop pissing about. Let's get this over with so we can get paid. And I just
Hold on.
march ahead.
Hold
As
on,
you
laddie. And
as
I'm
you
gonna
march
cast
ahead, go on.
I'm gonna cast Divine Sense,
Ooh.
which detects good and evil all and within
As long
60 feet.
as long as it's not behind a solid object, right?
That is not behind total cover.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So you don't get anything in the grounds or garden of that nature.
Okay.
Obviously you'd know from the ability of your spell it wouldn't go into the house because of the solid walls. However, you're confident there's nothing behind that 6 foot wall of that nature.
I follow Styles.
Styles. So Styles, you step over the broken wall and look around. Make a perception check.
Right. So
So you click on your perception number next to your perception. It should give you it.
On that list of skills.
11.
Um, as you enter into the garden, you see the small well. Actually, you wouldn't see it from the way you're coming. You see the big house looming in front of you. You see the windows are cracked. There's just evidence of age and wear and decay. The front door sits open ajar. In front, the bushes are overgrown in patches, and large, tall grass sort of surrounds and sways in the wind from the coast. You don't see Calder at all.
Calder, where you hiding?
There's no response.
Go on then, hard man. You first. And I point Styles towards the door.
Do I draw a weapon at this point? Can I draw a weapon?
Yeah, you can draw. You can draw a weapon whenever, dude.
Okay. Can you see? Do I have to? Like, I'm just looking at my inventory. Do I have to? Can I see far into the house? It's daytime, innit? And I'm assuming with the windows you can see.
Yeah. So when you enter the room, I'll uncover it on the map, and you'll be able to see what you can
Okay.
see. And then if
So
monsters are hiding, you can do perception checks to see if you can see them. And I'll tell you if it's dark and you need to light something or anything like that. So
okay. So I draw my shorts run slowly. Push the door
open the door.
open.
Okay. Working out wrong one. So as you enter, so you should be able to move your token as well, Pat. So you can move them to where you want to.
I can't
When you're
move
out
mine.
of combat. Oh.
I can't move mine.
Come on,
Bastards.
DM. Sort this
One
out.
sec. Pat, try and move that one. Kurt, try and
Come
move
on, this
that
is
one.
basic shit, Paul.
No, can't move them. Oh,
No?
I've been booted out of it.
Let me just
All right.
one sec. Let me just change my chairs because this one's killing my fucking back. I'm gonna die.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm going to change the tokens anyway.
I'm back in.
Ah, that's why.
I can move me now.
Yeah, just give
You
me a
got
sec.
it. You got it.
Oh yeah. Oh crap.
Huzzah!
Okay, so
I can move.
I've got my sword creeping through the door.
So this is what you see. The front door opens into a musty, dirty entrance hall. To your left, a corridor leads to the west wing of the house. The walls are bare and bits of smashed furniture lie upon the floor. Ahead of you, another corridor leads to the rear of the house. There's a staircase on the eastern wall, so north is at the top of this map. There's a staircase on the eastern wall that climbs to the next story, reaching to a balcony that overlooks the entrance hall. Along the north and west sides, a stair appears safe to climb, though the balcony rail is broken in several parts. Under the stairs to the north, as you sort of peer around, you see the path seems to lead down to the east. Um, there is It is possibly around lunchtime by this point, just the start of the afternoon. So the light is fine, and it is illuminating inside. There's dark and dusty corners, but nothing that you can't really see.
As we step inside, I just start shouting, Calder! Calder, where are you? Is there any like sign that he's come through here, or like any footprints, or like
Hey, you can
drag
make
marks or
a
anything?
investigation check.
14.
14. There is a thick layer of dust across the floor, and you see there does seem to be a few different tracks. One seems to lead to the back of the house. One seems to lead down this corridor on the west, and one seems to lead up the stairs.
Seems to be tracks going all directions here.
Are they
Stick
animal
together,
tracks?
boys.
Can you make them out of the like scuffs in the dust, or can you actually make them out as footprints?
They seem to be humanoid, yeah.
So different humanoid ones.
Mm.
Did
Don't
you
go
say
up
it was
the
dark?
stairs.
Sorry.
Pardon?
Did you say it was dark?
No, there's like shadowy corners, but the light is coming through the windows, so you can see.
Colder. I just go up towards this door and have a peek through.
You look down, you see a long corridor. Reveal it.
I'm gonna go up and
Okay.
look through the door in the front. And is this one to the right as well?
So yeah. So as you get to here, just let me reveal it. Okay. So we'll start with you, Kat. You look down the narrow corridor. You see a door on the south side and the north side. Both are push to. There is signs of tracks coming down here, but they're harder to make out. At the end, you see a fireplace in what looks like a room that opens up. Styles to the north, you see corridor with three doors. One on the left, one on the right, and one straight ahead, and it again appears to bend around the corner at the end. And to your right, you see two doors on the ground floor.
Can I start working my way down the corridor?
Yeah, sure.
But stealthily,
Yeah, roll a stealth check
trying to be quiet.
after running in and shouting.
Well, yeah, true. But
Fatality.
now I'm a bit more concerned.
Yeah,
Um,
because you can't see him.
what was it? Stealth. That's not great. I am no rogue.
I'll also be like, Ozzy,
That's
Ozzy, hold on. And I'll follow.
that's
Check
11.
as well.
11 for stealth.
So I'm
11.
following. I'm following as well, and I just roll a 2.
Okay. So as you,
Clink,
Ozzy,
clink,
as you
clink,
try and
clink.
sneak down, stepping around the broken furniture, every
Scarrick,
step you take is followed by
quiet.
Scarrick's plate mail. Just
Man, you're ruining it. You're ruining it.
So sorry, lad.
you head down to the end.
He just like bumps into my guitar behind. It's like, shit.
Sorry, and my bagpipe's going.
So as you two get,
I'm just gonna
go on,
I'm gonna
Pat.
come to the end of the corridor, just shout some like totally break the stealth and just say, "Could you actually possibly make any more noise?"
We're really
Right.
trying here. We're really
You're
trying.
trying to get us like I don't know what's going on, but you're not helping, guys. Just calm down.
Dwarves are made to make things, not be quiet.
Yeah, make noise by the sounds of it.
I go, what locks we have.
You already used that line. This
And
guy's
I'm gonna use
crazy.
it a lot more.
As you get to the end, there's a door in the north that leads back outside. You can see there's a small wooden sort of patio area. Sorry, it's paved. There's paving that's overrun with weeds. And other than a small pile of just rubbish and debris in the southeast corner, this room is bare.
Nothing in the fireplace or anything.
Look in this door.
You can have a look in the fireplace if you wish.
Yeah, just check it.
Okay. You peer up into the fireplace and you see a small point of daylight up at the top, but nothing else apart from dust and cobwebs.
Can we hear anything? Or can I hear anything?
You can make a perception check, yeah.
Can I look in this door?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, 16 on that shit.
Okay. So just before you go into the room, Scarrick, it's learning everyone's names. Styles, as you hear them down there and their noise sort of fades away as they go down the corridor a bit, you still hear a noise, but it's behind you and it seems to be coming from upstairs. Um, Scarrick, as you peer into here, you see this room was once a writing room or study. Against the wall under the window sits a large wooden writing desk, partially broken and ribbed with damp rot. There are 3 drawers on each side of the desk, and a large central drawer. The latter is closed, but the others are all open. 2 of them look to be broken open.
Can I have a look in that unopened drawer?
Yeah. So as you get there, you see it's locked. You can't seem to open it.
I'm gonna whack it with a hammer.
Okay, roll for attack.
12.
Yeah, I'll say that does it. Um,
Oh, Jesus Christ. I thought we were trying to be
you
quiet.
swing down a lock, and everyone in the house instantly hears this bang, coming from this area.
Sorry!
But
It's
as you
just
hit it,
it's just
Scarrick,
Scarrick doing a bit of lock picking in here.
the drawer sort of just goes and falls open a little bit.
If it can't be solved with a hammer, it's not worth doing. And then they're looking in.
So the drawer contains nothing but old valueless documents. It's written in common. It appears to be receipts of chemicals and laboratory equipment. Um,
Oh, that's right. It was an
just make
alchemist house.
a intelligence check for me.
13.
13. Okay. Um, as you sort of shuffle through the papers and your large hands are inside, um, one of your fingers catches something which pulls down what would have once been a secret compartment, but the force of the hammer has dislodged it to the point where it's not secure anymore. As the compartment opens, um, two small vials come out wrapped in cloth.
Quickly just pocket them for now, and then if
Yeah.
there's nothing else obvious in the pile, start wandering out.
Yeah, as you have a quick look, the vials appear to be a reddish sort of liquid, corked with a stopper at one end. Yeah,
I would
come up.
just, as we head back, I would just look in this room as well. May as well check everywhere.
Come on, Noisy, stop messing around. We've got to help out the others.
So, as you
I
enter
gotta
this
check
room,
every room. It's the gamer in me.
this, she did ask as well. The room was once a library with bookshelves around the walls. Most of the shelves are broken. Many places they've come away from the wall, and a few shelves sit intact or empty, but a pile of books rests in the southwest corner.
Can I just have a look around for anything of interest, anything of note, book-wise or otherwise?
Yeah, just make a general investigation check.
17.
Okay. So there's 14 sort of books heaped up in the corner. Some are covered with like vermin droppings and patches of mold where the damp has come through the windows. There are 3 that are noteworthy in the pile. Some are romantic novels, some are historical collections. However, these 3 catch your eye. One of them is The Magical Properties of Gemstones by the Archmage Tenser. The second is The Magical Properties of Herbs and Flowers, again by the Archmage Tenser. And then the final book is The Metaphysical of Mathematics by Mage Nystul, so Nystul.
And who are the other ones written by?
Archmage Tenser, Tenser. And as you pick up and begin to flick through the tomes, in the 3rd volume, there's a piece of parchment torn from a larger sheet, containing a few lines of handwritten text in common tongue. Dampness has spoiled the paper to the point where only 2 words are legible. It says beyond skeletons.
Okay. I turned to Scarrick on my way out. Looks like whoever lived here was getting up to some creepy ass shit.
Found these vials, possibly healing potions by the looks of it, but I'm no expert, so
Could be alcohol. Worth keeping.
let's let's go catch up.
Where's
So
that?
as them two make the way into that main area, I'm
Mhm.
gonna go like. So I'm assuming I can see them from the top of the stairs.
Yeah, yeah. If I put you up here, you'll
And I'm
see
gonna-
them. They're in the balcony.
Yeah, I'm gonna do like shh, like point,
Hey.
as up, as if, and then
Oh yeah.
No worries.
Fellows.
the
Do I need to roll stealth again?
yeah. Can I?
You're probably not going to need to roll it all campaign, mate. To be fair.
Yeah. I just look at him and give him what just like for fuck's sake, look.
Yeah.
I got a
So,
3.
do I have to? Can I still hear this noise that I can hear, or do I have to roll again?
Yeah. You hear. Now you've got up to this level. You hear sort of a muffled banging coming from the end of this corridor, or it seems to be coming from down there.
Okay. So I'm going to. So I'm going to stealthily walk down the corridor.
Okay. Roll a stealth check.
23.
23. Yeah.
Nice.
You, with
That's
great
how you
ease,
stealth, Scarrick.
from
Oh,
practice,
yeah, I would
managed
be
to.
trying to slowly follow to try and protect him, but
Yeah, you can't even tell where he's gone. He almost just vanishes into the. It's a bit more gloomy up here, but there is still light. But he almost vanishes into the
I've
darkness.
got dark vision. 60 feet.
Oh, okay, yeah, you can see him just almost float down the corridor.
So I put my ear to the door to see if I can hear anything at this last room.
Okay, you do hear this is where the muffled banging is coming from. However, before you open, we'll take a quick break because I want Alex to be here when you open it. So, quick break for a wee and any drink top ups or anything like that.
All right.
Back in a second. Alex? Oh. We're just having a quick wee break before Pat opens this door.
I just did that.
Yeah, well,
I couldn't hold it any longer.
that's alright. Just shout next time. We'll pause it.
Ah,
Alright, back in a second.
all right.
Hello.
Alright.
What's happened to Alex?
He went for a wee. Oh. Don't know. He's back.
Oh, here he is.
Yellow.
Hello.
Okay. Is everybody ready?
Yes.
Okay.
So, Styles, you go to open the door. However, as you turn the handle, you find the door's locked. And you go to get your thieves' tools out, but then as you look down to your pack, you see, rather obviously on the floor, is a key.
Okay, so I'm gonna look at it carefully to make sure it's not booby trapped or anything.
Okay, so you can either make an investigation or perception check. So with stuff like traps, investigation, you'd actually be feeling around the door, whereas perception, you'd just be looking at it thinking, do I know how this works? So you can choose.
Investigation then.
Mhm.
12.
Yeah, the door is similar conditions to the rest of the doors in the house. It's okay. There's a little bit of decay, but it's still on its hinges. Yeah, it looks fine. Looks trap free.
Okay, so I'm gonna push her towards. Is it Scarrick and ask
Yeah.
him to come up with me because I'm a wimp.
Yeah.
No,
Well-
because I'm no fool.
Hey.
And
And if that doesn't work, I've got a bigger key. Hold my big hammer.
I gesture to Pike Card. Mr. Pike Card, they've gone upstairs. They can hear some sounds. We best go help.
when he gets close to me, I'm gonna turn the key and slowly open the door with my sword ready still.
The sword in one hand, opening the door, turn the key. Right. Bear with me.
You're muted, Alex.
Thank you.
Back.
I say,
So-
this is the upstairs.
It's
So
Very,
this is what
very
an upstairs is.
very astute of you.
Thank you.
So, in the southeast corner of this visibly decaying room lies a man. He is alive, though he's bound and gagged, with most of his clothes missing apart from his pants.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
He appears to have no weapons or equipment, and you see him shuffling his feet and banging them on the floor, and you see this is the cause of the sound. Just before you go in, yeah.
Does any of us recognize him?
No, I mean you guys probably can't see him yet until you enter the room, but no.
So I'm just gonna ask. Do I have to every time I go into a new room? Should I look around and do a perception check or
You can do in stuff like this, yeah.
Yeah. So
Like
before.
this room's visibly more decayed than others.
Yeah. So I'm gonna stick my head through the door and have a look around. So perception. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
18.
18. You notice there's areas of the floor here that look a lot more decayed than others, and you question whether they'd hold your weight. Can you see the dark
It's
area
just a
on the map?
darker bit. Yeah.
Yeah. You sort of ascertain that this bit is a bit to be avoided.
Okay. So I'm gonna cross the threshold, but stick to this northern wall and work my way to the corner.
Is this guy gagged?
Yeah, gagged and bound, yeah,
All right.
in his pants.
As I see him,
His eyes light up as you guys enter the room.
does he
and
look?
sort of,
Does he look afraid? Excited? Like what's his vibe?
Um.
go on.
No, I was just gonna say I'm gonna just stop to the dwarf in steel plate armor and point at the floor,
Oh yeah.
as if to say, "Don't be
Don't
stupid
stand
enough
on
to
there.
walk on that floor."
See, and I'll follow. I'll follow along.
He sees you and he's visibly pleased. He sort of raises his hands
You see me pull out my thin little copper wire, and I speak into my hand, and I cast message on that guy.
'Kay.
I'm like, who are you? And why are you tied up?
They did it to me. They jumped me. My name's Ned.
This guy's name's Ned. Because you guys can't hear that comes back in my head.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Do I know
"Mhm."
he can do that, or am I shocked that he somehow knows his name?
Make an Arcana check.
18.
Yeah, you've been around magic long enough to know there's spells that people can communicate with and also detect thoughts. You're not sure what it is completely. He could be using something like detect thoughts, or he could be casting message.
Okay, so I suppose sticking to this eastern wall now, I'm gonna.
Mhm.
work my
Do
way
I
to
see anything in this? Is this darkness?
That's another wall, dude.
As
Alright.
as Styles is approaching, I say, "Hey Styles, careful! Hang on, I haven't asked him enough questions." And I cast message again. Have you heard of a band called Crossbows and Roses?
He's like, yes.
This guy's
Yeah.
totally trustworthy. Go ahead, Styles.
Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is remove his gag. I'm gonna
Okay.
just pull it
And as
down.
you take it off, he's like, oh, thank you. Thank you. I didn't think anyone was going to come. I thought I'd be left here to die.
Insight check.
Okay. Uh,
Natural 20 for 22.
Whispers, whispers, whispers.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to think. What did he say? Thank you for helping me. I thought someone was going to leave me here to die.
Well,
And
it's
he's
like
told you his
insight to
name's
see if
Ned.
he's like being genuine or if he's like trying to trick us.
I'll text you.
Okay.
See, this is I don't know what to do with it because my character is like this is like
A killer machine.
no, because he has to kind of like rely on himself and he don't trust easily. He is very untrustworthy. So
It'll take you a while to form bonds, I think. So yeah, work by
yeah.
yourself for now. But if
No,
these guys
so
help you out,
no, can I do a check to see if I
oh yeah,
believe
you
him
can
or
check. Yeah. Do an
so
insight
what
check as well. Yeah.
insight? 15.
Um, let me just have a look. For you, it's hard to tell. He hasn't said
Okay.
much. He's only said, "I didn't think they were going to come." That seems genuine, but the situation is weird,
I
which it is to everyone.
as you finally get up to him. Oh, you've already got to him at this point. I just say, I don't know if we should trust this guy.
And he's
Hold
ungagged.
on, hold
He's
on
like,
there, Styles.
"What do you mean? What can I do?"
I don't think you really have heard of Crossbows and Roses.
All right, I'm sorry, I haven't, but
But no
you're
one
the
has.
first faces I've seen in days.
Can I cast my last divine sense?
Yeah, if you want, dude.
I've done it.
You get nothing.
Oh,
So it's
what?
good because I can detect
Oh
good
shit!
and
Yeah,
evil.
you can detect good and evil, can't you? Fucking hell. Ooh, let me just check. You get a faint hint, but nothing. It's blurry.
Good.
He's not good.
It's just
Well,
kind of, but it's
you
just
don't get
neutral.
good. You don't get evil. You get like neutral. Yeah.
Okay. Let's get him out of here. He's obviously got mixed up in something. It's not to
Might.
do with him.
I think they put my gear somewhere else.
Wait a minute. What? Picard, Mr. Picard.
Pike card.
Pike. That's what I said. Mr. Pike Card. Where are you?
Yes, I'm just having a little dalliance
Yep.
down the
You
corridors.
be careful.
I'll be fine, dear, but I appreciate your concern.
Dear.
Don't mind me.
I'll come
Sorry,
over and
He
untie
says,
him.
Well,
have they?
no, don't untie him. We'll get him outside and deal with it later. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine, but have they gone? I was jumped. I don't know. I came in the other day seeking shelter, and when I was in the bit downstairs, I just got hit in the back of the head, and I remember being dragged upstairs, and I think they took my clothes somewhere in the other bit, but they dumped me here, and I didn't see them.
Don't worry, we'll get you out of here. Follow us.
I'm gonna start heading out off after Mr.
I-
Pike Card.
I can't walk. His
I'll
hands and feet are bound.
I'll untie him.
Just untie his feet.
Yeah, I was
You
gonna say
can-
just to tie his feet.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can.
No, I'm too good, so I'll look into his eyes and can I do like some sort of a check to see whether I think he's
You
like
can make
so
an
far
insight
been-
check. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do another 11.
Ooh.
I'm going to
Take
take a step
you
back,
take the
look
option
at
not
the
to untie his
distance.
arms. I'll say that.
Alright, yeah, so I'll untie his legs and allow him to
Yeah.
sort of follow along with us.
He sort of
I'll hold on to his like
self
arm
up,
for now.
and you're leading him out the room.
Yeah.
Mhm.
As you're walking side by side, I guess, so you're squeezing through this gap.
Oh, sorry, I would check these rooms.
As
Actually,
you,
as we go past.
I need you to make a strength check.
What, both of us?
No, just Scarrick.
Ooh. 6.
Okay. As you're sort of squeezing pie, Styles, you're just in front, ready to leave the room with these two behind. You hear a crack as Ned falls, but falls into Scarrick, and Scarrick, one of your feet goes onto the rotten area, and instantly it gives way underneath. You fall with Ned just teetering behind you down into the room below, and you take 1d6 of damage.
Do I roll that?
Yeah, you can roll it. The room you fall into, aside from a large amount of plaster that's fallen from the ceiling, the room is bare. But you can see now that visibly the roof above you can see the rafters, and it's really bad condition. Which you know because you just fell through.
What the fuck?
Oh, bloody! Oh, I'm doing.
Scarrick!
I'm doing my.
Scarrick, you're
Ned.
alright?
Ned now
Hey,
looking
I
at you,
fell through.
Styles. I slipped.
Did you fucking push him?
I slipped. I'm sorry.
Did you push my fucking friend?
How can I? I'm still bound.
I'm gonna grab him intimidately, and as I'm in the corner, I'm gonna swing him round, but so his feet are like on the edge of the.
Whoa, what's happening?
But I'm not gonna drop him. I'm just
Okay.
so he's now in front of me. So I've swung him, so he's in. I can't remember what you. Body ping.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You've
Yeah,
held
so
him
you
over
just-
the
Hold
thing.
me, quick.
Yes. So he's the other. Yeah, and so he's the other
Yeah.
side in between me and
Hey.
Ozzy now.
I have done nothing. It was an accident.
Push him!
Hold on, guys.
Let me
It was an
go.
accident. It was an accident. Don't do anything rash.
Go on, Stars, fucking push him!
Ozzy,
Wait.
I've taught you better.
There might be money in my stuff. You can have it. Just take what you want. Just please let me go.
Now that's more like it. You're talking the truth, aren't you?
Bad choice of words.
Ozzy,
Yeah,
what has
after-
gotten into you?
Come on, Scarrick.
I just throw him through the door into Ozzy.
Okay.
I'm guessing I can't climb up from here. I'm downstairs, I'm guessing.
Yeah, so you open the door and you find yourself in the corridor where you can make your way back up if you wish.
So basically, what we learned here is Calder was scared of a man with no pants. Jesus Christ.
Turned you around, Pat.
Where is Golda?
Um,
Calder, you can
Yeah.
come out now. It was just a man with no pants making noises.
you still haven't seen any signs of him.
Calder, come on now.
Right.
What's here, Paul? Is this like a little turning or something?
Yeah, so that goes. You
Can-
see from here.
Can I? Because I'm a bit untrustworthy of Ned now.
Yep.
Can we tie him to the banister at the top of the stairs? There's that extreme.
Yeah, you can tie him up. You've got rope.
Yeah, I take the opportunity to say, no
Okay.
offence, Ned, but until we get this sorted, mate, you're staying here.
That's fine, but you're gonna let me go, right?
Yeah,
Maybe.
as long as no
And-
more accidents happen.
Just listen. I don't know if they're still here, and I don't know how many there was. It might be best if we just leave.
Well, if you see anything, you shout, and we'll come and help you.
I will. I will. And he willingly puts his arms out to the banister and lets you tie him up. He's not resisting.
Can I check these rooms as I walk down?
Yep. So, 16. Damp and mould covers the portions of the walls and ceiling in this large bedroom. Rubbish is strewn liberally across the floor. In the centre is a single mattress that's been badly torn, from which stuffing protrudes. Under the windows, it's a large chest with timbers split and its lids closed.
Oh, I found a chest. I'm gonna go check it out.
So you open it up. It's not locked. You can tell it's sort of homemade. It's not the best construction. Inside, you just find mouldy, ragged clothing in styles that were never fashionable.
Oh, god
There's,
damn it. Look at the state of these flares.
there's nothing of main value, but burn. Uh, but there is a bundle of documents. However, the pages are so rotted and stained from this soiled clothes on top that their meaning's lost long ago.
Ugh, gross. I head out and keep going.
Can I look in this room?
Yeah, sure. So this one isn't locked. The only door you found so far that has been locked has been Ned's. This room you see similar to what was in Ned's. The room appears to be another dirty, decaying bedroom without furniture. Even viewed from the doorway, it's evident the floor here does not look safe. Some of the floorboards are missing and others are partially dislodged. The one thing you do notice, just from your general perception, is as you peer around the room and you see the light coming in, this window looks directly out to the sea. And it's almost picture framed the lowered cliffside to the coast. Just sticks in your mind a bit.
Okay.
Pike Card, what are you doing on this while everyone else is searching around?
I'm just exploring down this corridor.
Yeah, would you have gone in both these by now?
In where? Sorry.
So there's two more rooms to the south of here, so...
Oh, is there a
on
little bit
both
covered up?
doors.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then yes, I would go in the first door.
So as you enter, this is once a fine master bedroom, and it now stands in decay. Some of the floorboards are missing, there's rubbish scattered everywhere. A tall wooden wardrobe stands against the wall opposite the fireplace. Its door is closed.
I open it.
Um, Inside is a pair of old cracked leather boots that look well worn, but not of much use. There is also a stained cloak hanging on a peg. The cloak has a design of ivy leaves.
I say that's a nice cloak. And I shall pop it in my bag.
Okay.
For later.
As you go to pick it
Evening
up,
wear.
just bear with me.
It kills me. It was a trick cloak.
God, I need to find this thing.
It's actually 4 goblins in a trench coat.
It's not that. Just bear with me. This is something that I meant to prep but forgot.
You should have made it sound so enticing.
I know. Stained yellow cloak.
Right.
Stained cloak, eh?
It's stained.
Uh, Why is the fucking search on this so shit? Here we go. Okay. So as you reach inside to pick the cloak up, a cloud of spores just erupts into your face. It's like a 10-foot area, just clouding your vision. I need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. It's a natural 20, so it's 23.
Nice. So you only take half this.
Is it a poison at all? Because
It is a poison,
I have resistance to poison.
so you'll take half of half. You'll take a quarter
Oh.
of this.
Okay.
Just let me get my dice. So 13, rounded down is 6, 3. So you take 3 damage as this poison just erupts into the room in front of your face, but you do sort of take it and cough it, but it doesn't sting as it should. There is a definite ability to sort of breathe this shit.
Yes.
And as you open and sort of bring the cloak into the sunlight, you see the sunlight begins to diminish the pores, and they begin to sort of just decay in the air. This thing likes to
Pores.
thrive in the dark. I presume you leave the cloak?
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah. Do you want to search the other room?
Yeah, I leave the room and search the other.
Coughing and spluttering slightly.
I was going to say, you're right there, Picard. You're coughing in there.
Oh, it's just my allergies, I think. I think I'm allergic to deadly spores.
Rubbish
Weird
is
man.
scattered around this once fine guest bedroom. There's evidence of rodent infestation and webs hanging in the corners. The four-poster bed stands against the wall opposite the fireplace. Its woodwork is worm-riddled. The curtain that once screened the bed is torn and stained. There's no bed linen, but the bed is mostly intact.
You alright?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna walk around.
Yeah. As you
I'll-
peer out the windows and stuff like that, you see just views of the garden and the surrounding shrubbery.
Shrubbery.
Alright.
Shut up.
I'm gonna give it a perception check to see if there is anything else that I pick up on. 19.
Nothing in the room, no, nothing that you haven't picked up already.
I leave the room disappointed.
I would also be checking these rooms.
Yep.
Note to self, don't leave the fire poker on top of the hot fire. Oh, went to pick it up and it's fucking red hot.
So, in the room, this room appears to be used for storage. A large, ill-made oak chest stands under the window, its lid closed. Elsewhere in the room lie 3 broken wooden chairs, 2 splintered wooden buckets, and a mildewed sack. Just inside the door is a heap of clothing. These garments have collected little dust. They appear to have been placed here only recently. And if you go over and inspect, you see the garments.
What was that guy's name?
Ned.
I was in there. Hey Ned, I think I found your clothes. I found your pants.
If I could have them back, it's
No, you
it's
can't.
awful cold.
They're flares. They're getting burned.
Shoes back.
I have a look at this chest.
Okay.
Does it look booby trapped? Can I see boobs?
You can see just from without checking that it's empty and just old, similar to the one next door, just in a bit better condition. There's nothing in it.
I'm gonna untie Ned and Ned go put some pants on, mate. So he's free to go walk and get his
Have you?
clothes.
He's still hands are still tied.
Yeah, his hand's still tied, but I've just cut the rope.
Okay.
I've untied the
Yeah,
front
got you.
pants there.
Thank you. I will. And he heads round and moves in. As he enters the room, Ozzy, he says, "Can you? I need to put my jacket on."
No, you don't. Put your pants on and keep quiet.
Fine. Well, can you help then?
No. And I walk out.
You see him sat on the floor, like peering at his trousers, trying to work out how to get them on without using his hands.
I'm kind of just in the corridor keeping an ear out for stuff, so I'm not really hearing all this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look in this last room.
Okay.
I lean over to Oz and I sort of say, "What do you think to this fellow, Ned? This Ned fellow?"
This Ned fellow, I think has bad taste in clothes. And I don't really trust. I say this quite obviously as well in front of Ned.
Yeah.
And I don't really trust him, to be honest.
I sort of lean in and I say, "Do you think we should kill him?"
It's definitely a possibility. I haven't written it off just yet.
I see. I see. I stare at the door, like blankly. just absolutely dead behind the eyes.
I just look at you after saying that, and I say, "Have you ever killed anyone before?"
My good man, I would think not. If I could remember, definitely I would know.
Yeah.
But no, I have a good sense that I've never killed.
Is that right?
Yeah, you know when you just have a good sense, good feeling about yourself.
I have a great feeling about myself.
I see that you do. No, I'm destined for good things. Good things.
Well, good for you, man. Good for you.
Then I stare blankly at the door again.
This conversation is happening. Styles, you open the room. The bedroom has no furniture, but rubbish is scattered everywhere. Web covers the walls and ceiling, and from the doorway you can see a glint of light in the fireplace from a small, heavily reflective object.
So I'm gonna walk to the fireplace and have a look about. So will that be perception check again?
And as you do,
Oh,
I
no.
need you
Oh,
to
this-
roll initiative. Because as you step into the room and begin to make your way to the fireplace, the webs around you begin to tingle
Styles.
and move as small black creatures begin to swarm together. And then all of a
Nice.
sudden they drop down onto you, and a swarm of spiders begins to attack.
Oh shit.
So what am I looking for?
So yeah, you need to roll initiative, and everyone might as well roll it. And I'll play the battle music.
19.
19. Nice.
14.
19 for Styles, 14 for Aussie,
2 for Scarrick.
2 for Scarrick. Pike card. What did you get? Oh, you're muted.
Apologies, I forgot I was eating crackers.
Sorry?
5.
5. Just let me roll the creatures.
How do you forget you're eating crackers?
I don't think that's the bit he forgot.
He's an old
My-
man. His
my
memory's
amnesia.
hazy. He's really in character.
Who put these crackers in my mouth?
Where am
Okay.
I? Whose house is
So let
this?
me just move you to put these on the map.
Come on, old man. We're getting into a fight now.
Oh my. I will stand firmly behind
so-
you.
I've got 9 HP. This is just ridiculous.
Yep, so do I, because I took a fall.
So, top of the round is you, Styles. As these spiders descend and begin to cover your face, you see as well some begin to crawl from the wall and form into a pile in front of you. So you're in combat range with the ones that are sort of in front of you from the fireplace.
So can I? Well, I don't know. Can I lash at them with my sword? I
Yeah,
suppose
so
it's still in my hand, isn't it?
you've got your
Yeah.
movement, you've got your attack, or your bonus action, but I don't think you have a bonus. So yeah, you can attack with whatever weapon you want. So if you want to attack, you first roll the d20 to see if you hit, which should be just the big number next to your weapon.
Yeah, so like the hit / DC.
Oh, one second,
Be
one
like a
second.
plus something.
So I'm looking at am I on the D&D Beyond page now?
Yeah, so go
Yeah.
on D&D Beyond.
Go on your actions.
Oh yeah, action.
And then next to your sword or whatever you're using to attack, it'll have like a plus something, like a plus 5 or maybe. Or...
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So you click that
So
to see
click
if
that
you hit.
first.
Okay, 11.
So as you frantically swing your sword around in front of your face to try and cut through these webs, the creatures themselves are actually on your skin now, and they'll be able to dodge it, so you don't manage to hit them off.
Right.
So you can use your movement to run. You are engaged, so they would get an opportunity attack.
But he's a rogue. So
Oh yeah, you could use your bonus to disengage.
yeah,
and
what
then run
happens,
if you
Pat,
want.
is if you leave someone's combat range, they have what's called an opportunity attack, so they can like take a swipe at you as you
Yeah.
leave. But as a rogue, as a bonus action, you can disengage, so they don't get that opportunity. So it's good for like, getting out of
Yeah.
trouble.
Well, I think out of sheer panic, I would back up. Can I back up out the door?
Yeah,
I'll
so if
back
you
up
use your
away.
bonus to disengage first, then you've got 30 feet, so you can move 5 squares.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna. I think I'd just back up and then hit the wall out of shock.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can run further if you want. I will say that. Because it's 6 seconds, so you could like run up and then leg it if you want.
Okay, I'm gonna move to the top of the stairs.
Yeah, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, that's fine. Okay, so that's your go. You've done your action, you've done your bonus to disengage, and you legged it. Awesome. Ozzy, you're next. You hear commotion down the hall as Styles is charging across the landing.
Oh shit, it's kicking off. Come on, old man, this way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Huh! Excuse me, Scarrick. 30. I
You can
get
shout what's happening.
what? Yeah. What's going on, Styles?
They're on me! They're everywhere! Get him! Get him! Help!
I can't
You
really.
see him covered in webs and physically trying to scratch his face.
I think that's as far as I can go. I would, as a bonus action, cast Bardic Inspiration. So you see me, you see me stop there and see that you're like really panicking, and I whip my guitar off and do like a short little guitar solo, and it gives you a bit of inspiration. And
Yeah.
for the next 10 minutes, you, if you have to do an ability check, an attack roll, or a saving throw, you can roll an extra d6 and add that to it, Pat.
Nice.
And then that's a bonus action. And then for an action, I will use prestidigitation to clean the cobwebs up off of his face. So like, I do
Cool.
this
So
little
you
flurry
feel-
guitar solo, and like this like wave of energy comes out and like gives you a boost of inspiration, and then I put it back on my back and like put my arm out and just sort of like basically wipe your face clean from a distance and like, there you go, you're all right now.
Yeah, you feel the stickiness and this uncomfortable nature just clearing you. You sort of get your head back in the game.
That's me.
Pike card.
Right. Let's see. I went from 5, 10. I just approach this corner and I sort of peek around, like.
There's at the point you get to the scene, there's not a lot to see. Styles is stood in the corridor, looking slightly panicked, but there's nothing on him because it's been cleared up. So
I say, what's all the fuss, fellows? What's all the fuss?
There's spiders. Spiders everywhere.
Ha ha ha! What larks we have? Spiders. Spiders mean you no harm. They're more afraid of you than you are of them, I can assure you.
Who told them that?
Well, they're spiders. They don't understand people. And I turn my back and I walk back this way. 'Cause I think this is nonsense.
Oh, fucking hell, Solidus.
that you. Okay, it's the creatures which can move
Not my fault. I can't perceive this.
20. 20, so they can occupy your space. So,
Just as you step back,
yeah, as you
They
step
come
back down
round.
the corridor,
I'm
this
like,
wave of
there they are.
black
Oh, he's
just
gone.
like pours out the door and begins to like. He almost does that thing where it like pours out the door and up the wall and round.
Oh.
And the swarm that is behind you, Styles, tries to bite at your skin. So they will roll for attack. Ooh, 16. So it's 19, which will beat your armor class, I guess. That'll be in the little shield.
Yeah, you're
Oh
AC.
yeah, 14.
Yeah. So they do manage to hit. So as they all crawl behind you, you just feel them crawling underneath your leather armor and just all over your skin as they begin to bite and nip. And they do. 8 damage
Fucking hell.
as they pierce the skin.
We're gonna die.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's their go. Scarrick, it's you.
So
Oh.
have I taken 8 damage then?
Yeah. What's your
That's
HP at?
Now
Yeah.
it's 9, so I take it it's 1 now.
Yeah, so you got 1 left, yeah.
Jesus.
So when you hit 0, that's when you start making death saves. We'll explain that when it happens. It's about the only chance I have to actually kill you guys, so I'm going to make the most of it.
Start writing a new
Right.
character, Pat.
Yeah. Scary.
Fucking hell. So I'm gonna run 5, 10, 15, 20 up to there. Can I use my action to force him to drink a potion?
You can give him a potion, yeah, as your action, yeah.
As in for him to actually drink it though now.
Do you
So
have
like
your,
I would
Yeah, because it's going to be his turn before the creatures anyway, so.
do you have your lay on hands? Because then you just need to touch it.
I've used it on
Used all his
Pike
spells,
cards
didn't
on the
Nice,
beach.
nice one.
Yeah, you can make him drink a potion, yeah.
So even if it uses up my action, I don't mind doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll go. I don't know if this will help, but I'm hoping it will. And I'll shove one of the 2 potions that I grabbed out of that box, out of that drawer.
Yep.
And they can drink it.
Instant death. No, it is a potion of healing. Which I'll just thingy. So, Styles, you can roll 2d4 plus 2 HP.
Nice.
To 2d4, so I'm going to do this on
Yeah, you can
Roll
do it on
20,
roll
yeah.
20, yeah.
Uh,
Just roll your 2d4 and add 2.
2d4. 6.
Yeah, so add 6 to your HP again. So,
Is that the +2 as well?
yeah, that's with a
Yeah.
+2, yeah. So after feeling this piercing and just your energy just sap from you, this tiny dwarf fellow charges up and shoves a potion into your mouth, and you almost like break the glass with your teeth as he does it. And as you spit the glass out, the potion just salves your being, and you again feel this vigor of energy. That's you, Scarrick. Styles, it's your go.
So what can I do? Move.
Yeah, you can move,
Off.
but again, you're engaged, so you'd have to use your bonus to disengage if you didn't want to get attacked.
You could strike them.
You can strike
Yeah.
him.
I'm gonna try hitting them.
Okay.
Again.
So
Yeah,
roll
if
for
you're gonna
attack again.
if you're gonna run, you may as well hit him first and then run.
Yeah.
So short sword. Yeah. So 15.
Yeah, that hits.
Nice.
So roll for damage, so that'll be your next button across.
Yeah, the piercing thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
7.
7. Nice. So you turn around and swing with your short sword, and as you do, you almost scoop some of them up and splat them against the wall with the flat side, and their body's just like, and this black ooze sort of comes out. There's still a lot in this swarm, but you've taken a good chunk.
Sorry, I forgot to say, Paul, when the initiative started, I equipped my shield.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'll just presume you always do. Just make sure you do it for your stats.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can use your bonus to disengage if you want, Pat, and then you get away scot-free, and then you can move, or you can stand there next to him. It's up to you. You might want to make way for others to get in, to be fair.
Yeah, if you head down the stairs a little
Yeah,
bit.
I'm gonna take a step down the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how far can I move?
You've got up to 30 feet, so 5 squares.
I'm not gonna move that far. I think I'm just gonna move.
Yeah.
So I can still help if needed.
Cool.
Do you have any ranged weapons, Pat? Like a crossbow or anything like
I've
that?
got a bow. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Against
rogues are
spiders.
rogues are quite squishy, so you don't want to get hit too much.
Start in and out
Yeah.
sort of thing, or take range shots, yeah.
Ozzy, your game.
I will.
Right.
I will use my bonus action to cast Bardic Inspiration on Scarrig. You see another little guitar solo. And Scarrig, you've heard it before. You were a big fan of that band, and it inspires you.
So I'll like stick my hand up in like a rock symbol, just like
Nice. And then I point, and then you see my eyes like glaze over, like my eyes roll back and they go like pure white, and you just hear me like whispering this like weird incantation, and I aim it at the one behind that hasn't been hit yet, and I cast Dissonant Whispers, and it needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
On a swarm of spiders. It's a 5 minus 2, so 3.
So it fails. It takes 3d6 psychic damage. Oh, I dropped one, so I'm just gonna re-roll that one.
Action.
They take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 psychic damage. The back one.
Jesus.
Okay. So have you seen Harry Potter when they do the Cruciato curse on the weird, crazy spider thing? This is a similar thing to what you see. You see the spider's legs just curl up on themselves, and half the swarm begin to just die and fall away onto the floor. As you do some impressive psychic damage onto them. Nice. But they're still there. There's still, I'd say, half a swarm left, just mounting together.
That would be me. I would just pop my head back around the corner again and go,
Yeah.
"Old man, if you've got any tricks up your sleeve, you might want to come help us now."
Okay. Pike card issue.
So, are those spiders giving you boys bother again? Ho ho ho. And I walk around the corner and I go, bloody hell! Spiders! But yeah, I can't. Well, can I push
You
past
can
these guys or?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
guys
I'd say you
get
can
past.
squeeze past, yeah. You could throw your sickle.
You throw
Sickle
your
shot.
sickle. Any range thing I have, I'd have to go through these guys, though, wouldn't I?
Yeah, we've done it in the past.
All right, I'll do it then. I push past Oz.
Mhm.
I come to here. And
Also, you'd be able to shoot over Scarrick as well, to be
Yeah.
fair.
and I reach out my ghost hand
Mm.
and I say, no! And I cast Chill Touch, which is 23.
Oh shit, yeah, that hits.
So this big ghostly skeleton hand comes out of my hand and whooshes past the dwarf and just flies and grabs and squeezes this spider here. And
Roll for
it
damage.
does one necrotic damage.
Really?
What was that roll? What was the damage dice?
I rolled a 1, it was 1d8.
Oh wow. Not plus anything.
Nope.
Shit. Okay, so this
What in the
huge like
name was that, laddie?
swarm comes past and again just curls up around them, and when you have this like feeling of joy as you see it just crush them, and you're like, yes. And as it comes away, you just see the husks of a couple fall away, but the mass is still there. All right, it's the creatures.
Come on, old man, try harder.
And
I'm still learning.
this lot charge
What
forward,
does,
and that
what
lot
does
behind.
necrotic damage do to enemies?
It's just if they're susceptible to it or
Like
not. It's
fucks
just
with their
another
head.
form of damage. Yeah,
Alright.
it's dead damage.
Dead damage.
It's decay. And they're going to attack Scarlick. So let's roll for attack. Ooh, 11.
Miss.
The other ones crawl up onto the ceiling. So these are now like above you. And they sort of hang there. And that's them. Scarlick. You got one
My God.
swarm in, yeah, you got one swarm in front of you, almost crawling all over your shield, and the other on the roof.
Right, so I'll take a swing at this one here, the one in front of me, with my warhammer.
Yep.
10.
As you swing down, they just part around your warhammer, and half of them are like crawling up the shaft.
They're, they're hard to hit, boys! And yeah, I'll just kind of...
You can use your bardic
Oh, you can use your,
inspiration
yeah, bardic inspiration to roll a d6 on it.
if you want.
Oh, sorry, I missed. What do I get for that? I get to
You
roll
get
an
to
extra
roll a
d6
d6 when, yeah, if you want, on an
on
attack
top
roll.
of my attack rolls.
So you only get to use it once, but
Right, okay. So that's 15 then.
Yeah. So as you,
nah,
we'll say for story, you swing down and it hits and they part, and then you're like, fuck this. And you pick it up and swing back down, and as they all regroup, you hit them. Roll for damage.
10.
10. Nice.
nice.
You hit a sickening splat as the spiders that have now regrouped, ready to attack, just get pulverized under this huge, heavy hammer. you guys on the landing feel a shudder as the ripple of it almost comes back, and you're like, "Fucking hell, is this thing gonna stay up?" But it does. And at that, the other spiders just scatter into the roof and up into the attic, and you are now out of combat.
I look at my hand as if I don't know what's just happened.
Well, that was a neat trick.
Oh, it was most unusual, wouldn't you say, fellas?
Have you always been able to do that?
I don't
It's
know.
close.
I hate spiders.
I love all God's creatures, but I tell you, I don't like spiders that much.
The reason you were going to the fireplace styles was there was something glinting in there
Oh
before
yeah.
you got jumped.
Okay, so I'm gonna have another look in this room, but someone come home. I'm not having.
I,
There's something in this room. I'm not going in. Sod that. Go look at the fireplace.
I'll go and have a look. So I'm gonna go and then reach in and grab what's in there.
Yeah, it's obvious to see. You see a small crystal bauble. It's a dome but flattened on one side, so it looks like it's sit. Um, it's tactfully satisfying to hold, but you don't really get any charm from it. Just make an intelligence check for me.
Did you say it's stone as well?
No, it's glass.
Ah, intelligence check.
Yeah, crystal, sorry, not glass.
18.
You recognize this as a tool. It appears to be part of a set of counterweights that would be used on precise scales for measuring of chemicals and alchemy and stuff like that. It's worth a couple of silver, not a lot, but it's a thing.
Okay. As I walk out the room, just say, it's just a weighing stone, pal," and chuck it over to um,
Styles.
Styles.
Catch it and goes. Well, I'll have it, and I put it in a deep pocket in my cloak.
Cool. You can add a crystal bauble to your inventory. Probably have to do it in the extra bit.
I'm gonna head back to the guy.
As you head back, before you get there, you hear shouting coming from the room. Hey,
Oh no.
come on, quick! Hey, hey!
Are you not got your pants on yet?
You enter the room and you see he hasn't got his pants on. He's still like tired. He's at the window, however, and he's looking out. And as you open the door, he says, "I saw him. They're coming back. We have to go."
Can I see out the window?
Yeah, you push past him, and you don't see anything outside.
Uh,
Come on!
there's nothing out there.
That's because they ran past. They could be downstairs now.
Oh, you didn't tell us about these spiders.
What spiders?
Fucking spiders attacked us.
Well, it's a creepy old house. What do you expect? I was knocked over the head and dragged to a room. I didn't have a fucking tour. Listen, let's just go. Take my stuff. Take what you need. I
Where
was
is your
heading to
stuff?
Salt. He points to the floor. There.
Oh, your pants. Oh yeah, you don't need them. Let's go.
Necessary. You grab your stuff and follow us. Come on, lad.
I was
What
heading to Saltmarsh.
what were these stairs? Were they like
Okay.
going up
Um.
somewhere or down somewhere or?
Yeah. So at the back, as you see that area now, um, along the north wall of this area, a staircase descends to the ground floor at the rear of the house. The treads appear to be loose and perilous. There's another staircase along the east wall that go up to the next level, but these stairs are mostly collapsed. Only the lower three are really there, the rest are missing. There is a hole in the ceiling that would lead to an attic, and you can see where the stairs would go to, but there's nothing to get there.
I'm not going up there. That's where the spiders went.
Can I see up there at all?
I mean,
You can see dim light coming through, and you can see the raftered point of the pitched roof because this roof's like pitched all across.
Careful.
we're very close to exterminating them.
Um, is there any way to get up there then if there's things are missing or?
You'd have to try and climb the walls or make some sort of ladder or some makeshift stuff. There's not an easy way to get up.
I can't really get up here. What do you reckon, boys?
Anyone got anything to create a way up? Can I try chucking off a rope with a hammer attached, tied off to it?
Yeah. Um, it's gonna be probably more sleight of hand or just a straight dex check.
Ooh. Dex check, that's up at the top, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ugh.
So just click your modifier under dexterity.
That's 16.
What was it?
16.
18.
16.
Oh, 16. Okay. You throw it up and you hear the clunk of the heavy hammer hitting the wood. You get it through the hole, but then as you try and put weight on, the hammer just drags back and eventually just falls through the hole. There's nothing for it to grip up there.
Okay.
At this point, Ned comes around, still pantless and thinking, "Why are we hanging around? We've got to go.
All right, all right.
I don't know how many
Alright, we're
people there
just
were."
trying something, lad. We're just trying. Let's start walking towards the stairs.
I would go down these stairs.
No, they're
Okay.
broken out there.
They just look loose and precarious, but you do manage to make it down. I'll show you where you go.
Because I know that just goes to the bottom at the back here, right?
Yes. So as you descend the stairs, you see a kitchen area, which is dirty and damp. Patches of grey mold and cobwebs on the floor, ceilings. In the southwest corner are some iron cooking pots with a chimney above. Next to it, under the window, is a cracked, discoloured stone sink. To the right of the stone sink, a small wooden cupboard is fixed to the wall about 5 feet above the floor level. Against the far wall, a flight of wooden stairs leads up from the west and east, which you've just descended. That's it.
Okay. Well, I just like walk. I assume we're all heading out, but I'm just like walking through. I just like peek my head in the each door as I sort of walk past. If that's all right.
Yeah. So you see a number of things. In this room at the back, you see there's a lot more damp and decay, more than most of the other rooms. Mold grows in patches, and there's a large copper cask, split and discoloured, and it's empty, standing at the under the window. There's a small heap of crockery shards on the floor and stairs that lead down. You'd presume to a cellar.
Oh, guys. Let's...
I'll just describe the other two as before you descend. The smaller room here is sort of like a small drawing room. So two stuffed armchairs stand near the fireplace of this room, covered with both torn stuffing pulled out. The wooden frames are intact, however. There's a broken table that lies on the floor near the north wall. And then the final room. This was an old dining room. At one time, a long table would have stood in the center. It now lies broken and destroyed, similar to a lot of the house here. There's been vandals, animal activity. There's a heap of broken dishes in the northeast corner.
Anyone want to check out the creepy basement?
At this point, Ned, who has followed you
Kind of
down,
way we're here. Ned, you just stick with us.
I don't want to go down there.
What's down
Why
there,
can't we
Ned?
just leave?
What's
It's
down
probably
there?
safer with us. We need to find our friend anyway.
I told you I don't know.
Calder, you down there?
No response.
I'm sorry, Ned, but we had a mission. What was that mission? To clear this house? I can't remember what our mission was.
I think we're here to clear the house. Yeah.
Yeah, we getting paid good money for this, so we gotta check out all the rooms. And
Hey, think of all the people we can help with that money.
yeah,
Think
Ned.
of what happens if they come back.
Oh, shut up, you pussy. I'll start walking down.
All right.
I thought you saw them, Ned. I thought you
Oh,
said
is
they were
it on that?
here.
I didn't see them. They hit me on the back of the head.
No,
I
out
don't
the
know how
window.
many there could be.
You
Called it.
said you saw them out the window.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did.
So how many did you see out the window?
It was hard to tell.
A
Two,
lot
three.
of the stuff you're talking about, Ned, ain't really adding up. I'll be honest.
This Ned fellow is full of shit.
That was my thought exactly.
Hang on. Just let me grab who I've missed. Where is Garrick? Okay. So you descend down the stairs with Ned reluctantly following behind. To a wine cellar. Shoulder height wooden bottle racks line the north and west walls here. There appear to be no intact bottles left on the racks, and shattered bottles cover the floor. Against the east wall at the foot of the stairs rest two large metal storage bins that appear to be empty. In the center of the room lies a human corpse clad in plate mail. A long sword lies behind the corpse's side, and a large shield covers its legs. As soon as Ned sees this, he's like, I told you, they're murderers! They're murderers! And he begins to try and run up the stairs.
I grab him. I stop him.
Make a
Is he like in between us, or is he like the last person?
strength check. He was the last one to come down, I think, unless one of you ushered him.
I would assume that we would anticipate that he's trying to make a run.
Yeah, I
and,
would have
like,
thought we were flanking him.
yeah.
Who's behind him then?
I'll be behind him, I suppose.
I
Alright.
only got 3 on that strength.
Yeah, I would have gone down
It's
first.
alright. Scarrick was behind him, so he's barging in Scarrick. So contested strength with you, Scarrick.
19.
Nice.
Yeah, so he just charges into your plate and just like, doof.
Hey, now,
Hold on,
Ned, you're with us.
hold on.
Hello.
You hear no sound. The room is dull. Now you're underground. There's no light down here as such. There's
Do I
the
have to
dim.
light my lantern? I've got a lantern.
Yeah, you can light it. There's a dim light coming down from like upstairs. It just highlights this body, but other than that, it's damp and dark.
I pull out my rapier, and I like poke the body. Hello. Are you okay, friend?
Stupid question. Do I have to do anything to light the lantern?
Ah, no, it's just role played. The only time would be if you lost
On
your
a
lantern.
dexterity check for the flint and steel.
Yeah, if you lost your lantern or anything like that, then it would come into play. But yeah, you can light a lantern to see. That's why like inventory is important. As you poke the body, a small piece of like the armor sort of drops in position. You see this body's been here a couple of weeks. It's a corpse. It's not a person.
Can I search the body?
Yeah.
Do I know anything about the? Do I know anything I just said? Do I know anything about the armor or swords? Does it look interesting, or is it just regular old plate armor and sword?
The body is heavily armored. However, it's just fairly custom. There's no finesse to it.
Okay.
Who's searching the body?
Me.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
Oh. 8.
Okay.
Can I help him?
Issue. Yeah, sure. You're getting down next to it.
Yeah,
So it's here.
I'll roll as well. 12.
Okay, as you both get down and begin to like move around this body and roll him over slightly, I need you to make a
Fucking hell.
initiative roll because
Jesus.
Anybody else hear that music?
um
14.
as you 14 you everybody else as well.
18.
18 for Aussie,
9.
9 for Picard, Scarlick,
10 for strike.
10
10.
for Scarrick. Yeah, got it. Ooh. Shit. So as you move around in this thing, there's a bulge under the armor, and all of a sudden, this almost pus-like material comes up, but it's moving and pulsating. It's a swarm of these grub-like creatures that have festered and eaten the body, and they pour out and begin to attack your hands. Ozzy, you're first.
Oh shit! I think this Ned guy's right. I think we just need to leave. I will take a swipe with my rapier.
Okay.
13.
Yeah, that hits.
What's a D8? A D8. That is 8 damage.
Okay. Yeah. Can't I click the fucking thing? Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Yeah, you're basically hitting a pile of soupy maggots as your rapier just like squishes into them. Some of them get cut in half, and others just begin to crawl in mass and swarm around. I tell you who I need to roll for. Bear with me. 15. Okay.
And then,
Yeah, go on.
and then at that point, I'm gonna start heading out. 5,
You're leaving the room.
10.
They got an opportunity attack on you then.
That's fine. Dude.
Okay. Hang there then. Don't know what they're gonna do. Might fucking kill you.
Actually, no, fuck. I'll stay there. There's obviously the size of this map. There's obviously more to this.
Shit.
We can join.
I'm staying there,
staying
Paul.
there?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay there.
Alright, okay. I just read what this thing does. Okay. So Ned, seeing this, is going to try and push you over the back of this. Well, push you out the way, basically. Scarrick.
I'll
he's
allow
gonna-
him out of the way.
Okay. He rolled a natural 20 anyway, so he manages to push you over the side of the balcony, over the banister, and pushes you through the banister as he
What
goes.
the fuck, this guy?
I'll say you're not going to take any damage. You just fall down onto the floor like here, with a huge crack, and he charges up the stairs at full speed, and moves 30 feet out of view into the house. Okay. Styles, you'll go.
I don't know how it works, but can I panic and throw the lantern? Is that a possible thing to do?
You can try and smash the lantern onto the body, yeah.
But I'm thinking, like, would it set it on fire? I don't know.
Yeah, there's things called setbacks, which I decide. So I'd say it'd be. You're
So
throwing
because I'm jumpy still with the fact that I got attacked by spiders. As I jump back from the body, I throw the lantern down on it.
Yeah, that's fine. I'd say it'd be a 1d10, but you need to roll. Just roll me a intelligence check.
intelligence at the top.
You gonna set your friends on fire.
8.
Hey, okay. You jump back, and just reeling at the sight of this, you pick up the lantern and throw it down onto the ground. Um, what you failed to sort of collaborate together is that lantern doesn't have that much fuel in. It's only a small container and quite a robust thing to stop it breaking when it drops. So it smashes onto the body and creates a small fire. But just roll 1d4 for damage.
3.
Okay. So somebody all spills out and catches, and it does burn some of the maggots, but it doesn't do the impact that you thought it would. And are you stepping back from the body?
Yeah, I'm gonna step back. Do I have to take the lantern off my inventory now then?
Yeah, you smashed it.
Have you got your bonus action to disengage?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
oh yeah, you can use your bonus action, can't you? Yeah, good jump. So as you throw the lantern, the force of you throwing chucks this rock grub off your hands, and you're now clear of it. That you?
Yeah.
Scarrick?
So
After
I'm gonna
gonna
come
say you're-
charging in.
yeah,
Oh
you're
yeah,
prone at
I'm
this
a
point.
prone.
Yeah,
So I got half movement.
have to stand up, or you can crawl.
I
What's
am
happening?
not crawling. I'm already short enough. Right, so I'll get up and go, that fucking miner. He tastes my patience. 5, 10, 15 to there.
Yeah.
And I'll swing my warhammer down into the mass of the body.
Cool. Roll for attack.
That is 19.
Yeah, roll for damage.
Three.
How much?
3.
3. Okay. The hammer hits the plate, and as all good plates should, it takes most of the blow, and there is still an infestation underneath this plate that is unharmed. You do squish all the ones on top, though, and you splat some out, which hit Ozzy. High card.
So here we are. I'm going to extend my hand again.
Okay.
And I say, how's about some of this? And basically some green energy comes out of my hand. As I cast Ray of Sickness. 16 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Roll for damage.
12 damage.
Wow, that's better.
Nice.
And I believe there's some poison involved.
Yeah. So, as this green ray washes over the grubs, you see them just start to dissolve with whatever it is this magic is using. They just dissolve and dissolve and dissolve until there's just a pile of warm yellow pus in the center of the floor. And that
And
is
I'm
them dead.
pretty much screaming as I'm doing it.
However, as you see this mess in front of you, Ozzy, you see that one grub has begun to bury itself in your forearm.
Oh, hang on. Just try
You
swiping it
try,
away.
You try and swipe it away, but it's burrowing deeper and deeper.
Oh no, I don't
And you
like
feel
that.
pain strumming up your arm.
Ow, ow. Oh no. Help.
Cut it off. Cut his arm off, quick.
No.
You can make a survival check to see if you know what to do.
Survival, that's 18 plus 0. 18.
18. your instinct is to lean forward to the fire that's still on this corpse and just put the wound onto it. And as you do, you turn your arm. You feel it aching burn as it wraps around you and begins to almost like taint your skin. Except you're immune to fire damage, aren't you?
I am, yeah.
You've got resistance, so you just feel a tingle of warmth. And as you do, you see the rot worm its way back out and just incinerate it. You got it out.
Oh, jeez. Careful.
Um,
Good job I didn't cut your arm off.
Ah, yeah.
the area is now safe.
Mr. Pike Card. That arm of
Yeah.
yours just keeps coming up with the goods.
Oh, it's the arm that keeps on giving, I guess.
Interesting powers they have there. Quite evil sounding.
I guess you could say. I mean, I would say they were unusual.
Well, let's not judge too hastily, Scarrick. He's just saved my ass there.
Earlier on, Paul, when I did my divine sense on him, because I wasn't clear, it does do evil and good. Did I get anything from that?
From who?
From Picard?
Um, what is your alignment, Picard?
Uh,
Good or evil? Or neutral?
I think it's neutral.
I think it is neutral.
Yeah.
I just want to go away from the game a second.
Okay.
Max, what did you just drink?
Oh yeah, he's got a
He's
flask.
got a flask. It's awesome, isn't it? It looks like a piss flask. But when I first saw it, I was like, "Is he drinking piss?"
that was going to be the next question. What is actually in the flask?
Daryl and I like the taste. It's just orange. Just orange cordial in a flask.
Suits the setting.
Oh yeah, and I also you're blocking it now, but I did enjoy the waves crashing on.
Yeah,
Oh,
got
it's
some
gone now.
waves. Oh, they've finished. Oh, that's unfortunate.
No.
Yeah, there was some waves going on behind me.
I'll just start looking around. You said this is a wine cellar. I'll start looking around for any alcohol
Okay, make an investigation check.
or anything else of interest, obviously.
Yeah.
8, 10.
10. Okay. As you look around, you sort of kick the body where the grubs have come out.
Don't
The-
touch that thing.
The plate mail is ruined. One from just how it is, and two from Scarrick's hammer blow. However, he did have a longsword, I believe. 1 second. Longsword and a shield. They're in okay condition. And he does have the contents of an explorer's pack lacking the rations, which are sort of sticking out from underneath the corpse. So there's rope and stuff if you want.
Is the lantern?
Oh, is that an explorer's pack? I'm gonna say no, just because of how it's positioned underneath him. Like he would have got it, needed it to get him.
You might want to take this sword and shield, Scarrick, for extra metal.
You find
No one else has any need for it. I'll take it to the shop.
you find a couple of bottles rolled underneath the wine racks, and they are intact. So you find 2 bottles of wine. The label is bearing a jauntily dressed unicorn.
Now we're talking. This house is starting to pay up. I pocket the wine bottles.
Okay, 2 bottles of wine. And finally, as you're sort of looking around on the floor and just trying to get the most out of this room, you see footsteps in the dust leading to an area in the south wall that none of you guys have actually stood on yet.
Oh.
It seems to come to around this area.
Look, see them prints.
Hey, is it Stonewall?
Is it a stone wall? That's a very good question.
Now, can I investigate the wall? Have a look and a feel.
Yep.
So would that be intelligence? Investigation.
Investigation, yeah. Yeah, it's stone.
I will also do
10.
investigation then with my dwarven stone cunning.
What did you get?
I got
Styles? 10. Okay. And investigate with your dwarven stone cunning.
Just go handle your proficiency bonus to the check. What?
So you'll do dex check if you're doing. One sec.
Does it do
Intelligence check.
investigation?
Yeah, intelligence check if you're doing investigation and add your proficiency bonus. So that'll be +2 at this point.
Alright, so it's 21 then.
Okay. So between the two of you, sort of feeling high and low along this wall as you go along, Scarrick, you move to one side and pushing a brick, and you hear, and the door in the wall appears and slowly swings open, leading south into another chamber. And that is where we're going to finish tonight.
Oh shit.
Oh
Awesome.
shit. So let's get that new Saltmarsh intro.
We are way too squishy for these fights.
Yeah.
Well,
We
now,
are squishy.
now you have discovered the secret of Saltmarsh, I'll say you can level up to level 2.
Oh, yeah.
The
Oh,
sinister secret.
that's
Um,
good.
That there is something else to this house.
My.
Where's that fucking Ned guy just running off?
We should kill him.
I
on, dude.
agree.
Where's your other friend, eh?
He's long dead.
Alright, Calder.
He is dead.
Died.
Oh man, them spiders. Fuck me.
Yeah, they were strong spiders.
Yeah.
It's just like 2 swarms of spiders. I was like, ah, cool. Fucking. What's the damage on them? One sec.
Yeah, but this is the problem when like you first level, like you only need like one big
Yeah.
hit and you're dead.
We do
Or-
8 at one point to Pat.
On the bite, the
Yeah.
average hit is 10, or it's 4d4.
Jesus.
So that
So
just
it
like
can do 16 damage in one go.
I literally kill Pat in a go.
I nearly
I
died.
don't have any sort
opening
of
a
raise
cupboard.
the dead.
Yeah, that got down to 1. Nice.
Yeah.
How do you level up?
Do you just do it in your
So up at the
builder?
top there's a level 1. It should say if you click it, and then it'll bring up a thing on the right where you click manage levels.
If you click on the anvil, go to builder,
Yeah, you can do it in builder. With
Yeah,
that.
that'll do it, yeah.
and then
Yeah.
click on class, and then there's like a level drop down menu, and you can put that to 2.
Yeah,
and
I've
then-
just done that.
Then you should have like more options and stuff that you get.
And you get some more HP.
Yeah, I think I have. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm also just looking at all the different fighting styles I can pick now.
Shit.
Oh, I'm silent looking.
That effectively
Yeah, that
like
was awesome, Paul.
that effectively
Yeah.
doubled my HP. That was a big
Yeah,
it's a big boost from 1
Mm.
to 2.
it'll help.
I only had 2
Cool.
spell slots as well, and I've already used 1. Like,
I know.
it's
I
just-
love that Scarrick was just like blasting out spells left, right, and centre. I was like,
Yeah,
probably ain't gonna rest before this.
I did not expect
Do
to
it.
fight first off, so I wasted all of that shit.
Oh, dear. But in the goodness of roleplay.
Yeah, I was straight up to heal someone. I couldn't let someone be hurt.
Yeah, man. Cool. All right, lads.
Yeah,
Well,
it was awesome.
we'll find a good day in the group to do the next one, probably in a couple of weeks. And yeah, we'll pick up from there and see what's in the basement of this house.
Sweet.
All right.
That's it.
awesome. Cheers, Paul.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
See you
cheers.
later.